Hello, welcome. Malam ini kita akan menyaksikan Grand Finals dari VCT Master Santiago ya. Alright. Akan dimulai 15 menit lagi. Tapi wait. Wait guys. Just wait a minute. Oh enggak, ada. Gue kira tadinya nggak ada inian guys. Gue kira tadinya nggak ada apa? Agent reveal match dulu, ternyata ada nih. Weones Malos versus Completo Gaming. Oke, jadi aman. Alright. Gue kira langsung tapi kan dimulainya jam 1 jam 12 ya guys ya. Apa dirubah kah? Wait, gue cek dulu. Wait. Enggak, jam 00. Terus ininya gue sedikit bingung ya. Jam 00. Terus match review ininya, agent review apa nggak ada? Biasanya kan kalau di final kan kayak misalkan pas map korot deh, ada fun match-nya dulu nggak sih sebelumnya? Biasanya streamer inian komunitas Valorant. Sekarang tulisannya sih Weones Malos versus Completo Gaming. Kayaknya sih ada ya. Cuman kalau lihat dari jadwal di sini kayaknya dimundurin sih. Harusnya dimundurin sih guys. Ini nggak mungkin 11 menit lagi, masa cuman berapa menit guys itunya? Ini 6 menit lagi tuh baru mulai. Oke, gue sambil memonitoring live stream gue guys ya. Oke, sekarang harusnya gue udah nggak ngantuk-ngantuk banget karena gue udah ada kopi ya, gue udah minum kopi nih. Jadi semoga nggak ngantuk lagi. Kayak kemarin gue tidur. Kocak amat. Alright, ya. Sambil nungguin, sambil ngapain ya? Alright, predict ya. Oke, di sini Nongshim punya keunggulan karena mereka di upper bracket, mereka bisa nge-ban 2 map ya, sedangkan PRX nggak bisa nge-ban. Jadi itu salah satu keuntungan upper bracket guys sebenarnya guys. Jadi harus bisa memaksimalkan kesempatan itu guys, chance itu ya. Dan gua rasa prediksi gue ya, kayaknya Nongshim bakal ngeban. Wait, gue lihat dulu. Harusnya lihatnya tuh di VLR ya, di VLR.gg ya guys ya. Oke ya, harusnya kayaknya lihatnya sini deh. Oke, bentar. Kita lihat dari matches kah, bukan stats. Alright, nah di sini coba kita lihat berisnya. Ya kan? Berisa itu winning chance dia cuma 25%. Jadi gua rasa Nongshim bakal ngeban Breeze sama split kayaknya. Tapi splitnya mereka sebenarnya juga oke. Tapi bisa jadi lebih ini guys, lebih unggul di PRX kayaknya kalau menurut gua ya, bisa jadi unggul di PRX guys. Jadi mungkin kayaknya tuh kan 51% attack win rate sama defense win rate ya 50-50. Jadi gua rasa kayaknya mereka bakal ban Breeze sama ini sih, sama apa? Mau split atau mungkin Pearl juga. Ya. Kan dilihat di sini Pearl mereka juga nggak terlalu bagus, apalagi ini Breeze sih. Breeze mereka pasti ban Breeze sih, karena kan dilihat dari kemarin juga PRX di Breeze oke ya, mainnya oke banget guys. Dan mereka udah pasti main abis sih kayaknya. Tapi abisnya mereka 36%. Tapi kalau dilihat dari match-match sebelumnya, abisnya Nongshim itu GG guys. Nih abis. Dan mereka ini kan close karena NRG juga bisa main abis ya. Cuman PRX kan nggak bisa tuh mereka main abis. Bahkan ngelihat PRX main di abis saya mungkin belum pernah ya. Dan dari interviewnya kemarin juga PRX abis itu kayaknya nggak terlalu bagus. Mereka juga bilang cuman mereka bakal tetap ini ya, bakal tetap berusaha yang terbaik untuk di abis. Kalau misalkan abis kalah ya udah masih ada next map. Mereka bilang gitu guys. Jadi gua rasa mereka akan main di abis. Kita lihat aja nanti gimana. Jadi pokoknya prediksi gua kayak gua harus ngelock 2 map yang kira-kira bakal di ban. Yang pertama udah pasti Breeze, kayaknya bakal mereka ban. Dan juga oh shit, lihat mereka nggak main ini sama sekali, abis Breeze sama sekali, karena kayaknya mereka ban terus nggak sih? Wait tadi Gentle Mates sih nggak ada Breeze guys. Breeze sama wait splitnya coba kita lihat. Nongshim menang sih, cuman kayaknya mereka akan susah main di split. Kayaknya firasat gue Breeze sama split bakal di ban. Kita korot ya, korot mereka bagus nggak sih? Oh enggak, mereka nggak pernah main korot kah? Oh pernah nih tuh. Korot mereka kayaknya oke juga deh guys. Tuh korot mereka juga bagus, mereka bisa main korot juga guys. Jadi ya bener firasat gue mereka bakal ban Breeze dan split. Kita lihat aja, kita lihat. Berarti kalau mereka ban Breeze sama split itu artinya kita bisa lihat PRX main di ban, dan itu sebenarnya ban sama sebenarnya kalau misalkan mereka ngebannya Breeze sama split itu sangat menguntungkan mereka ya, karena PRX jarang banget map apa bind sama abis itu. PRX harusnya tidak diuntungkan ya, karena kita lihat di bindnya PRX kemarin struggling guys, cuman nggak tahu nanti siapa tahu Changecom bisa lebih baik, kita nggak ada yang tahu guys ya. Nongsim harus bener-bener memanfaatkan itu sih guys. Jadi gue masih susah juga nih nebaknya antara NS sama PRX. Gue harus lihat dulu nanti band-bandan mapnya, mapicnya. Oke, ini lagi penjelasan nih guys.
Some of the things that it includes is a revive mechanic. So every time you kill an opponent, your teammate comes back to life.
So we've got to be trading.
Yes.
That's what you're telling me.
Exactly. So
finally.
Yes.
The entire mode is based off of the trading fantasy is the way I'd like to describe it. So it's intended to facilitate a lot more.
Jadi intinya ini sama kayak ini. Kayaknya waktu itu pernah nggak sih guys kayak gitu? Tim deathmatch kan tuh, tim deathmatch ya. Kayak gitu mirip, beli senjata, milih senjata kayak gitu upgrade-nya. Kalau di Apex mirip ini berarti guys, mirip arena guys, kayaknya.
Well, yeah, just I guess in terms of the resurrect then, in terms of like getting to the end objective, how does that kind of play into that?
So there is a round timer that goes up to 3 minutes, and then there's an overtime as well that kind of functions in a unique way.
Okay.
But the main thing that kind of makes it so that the rounds end is as the round length goes on, the respawn timer also becomes longer.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, but how about the maps? Where does all of this go down?
Oke, basically cuman kayak ya tim deathmatch aja.
So it's on all 5 of the team deathmatch maps. But there is a unique mechanic that exists within the game mode as well, which is team territories.
Tim deathmatch kan tuh. Apa sih gue ngomong kebalik-balik deathmatch? Deathmatch apa deathmatch? Deathmatch kali deathmatch. Tim deathmatch dengan sedikit perubahan. Dengan sedikit tambahan mekanik atau tambahan skill tambahan gameplay.
So the intention behind that is to make it so that the game mode plays a lot more front to back, like in the traditional Valorant sense, right? Because you think attacker and defender. Flanking is something that exists in Valorant too, but it's not really common unless someone's like kind of lurking around. So that line is
atau sih ya, gue nggak bakal mainin juga sih kayaknya. Main Valorant gue cuma ranked.
Maybe like lurking around a corner by throwing util abilities.
Awesome. Okay, and what are you most excited for players to try out in Knockout? What are you kind of looking forward today?
I'm really excited to see.
Semoga PRX menang ya guys ya, prediksi gue, hati gue masih ada di PRX. Cuman kalaupun kalah juga nggak apa-apa, tetap Pasifik dapat trofinya guys ya, nambah piala Pasifik guys ya. Dan gue nggak kesel juga ya, NS juga kalau misalkan menang ya. Mereka pantas juga sih dapetinnya dari Ascension loh guys, lagi Ascension sampai Grand Finals Master, mereka baru ini loh masuk. GG loh. Gokil. Nah, ini dia KCY, Megan KCY guys, anjir, GG juga. Ada idol guys, anjir, ada idol, bejir.
The game mode. There's a couple other bits, but we'll get there when we get there. The audience is just, I mean, they're busy today. They're in early. This one is looking good. I mean, damn.
I'll say it again, Cantor is just the GOAT. In terms of the crowd work here in Santiago. And how has he still got a voice?
I mean, isn't that just the question? However, We've kind of leaded you to this point. We brought you here so far. You've heard about the game mode. You now have that in mind. But all right, we've been teasing it. Let's introduce Valorant.
Viva Chile! Alright. Let's see. Let's see the agent reveal. Agent reveal kan harusnya. Tropinya aja mengarah ke agent ya. Di Twitter juga udah di leak guys. Itunya agentnya. Wow, wait. Oke. Gecko berusaha ngambil sesuatu. Wait, what is that? Kok ada nanas, guys? Woo!
People, not the best vibes today. I can fix that.
Wait! Oke, apa kira-kira skillnya? Smoker sih. Setahu gue smoker ya, guys. Oke. Apa tuh? Kayaknya healing gak sih? Guys? Healer kan bener tuh kayaknya. Anjir kayak nanas guys, tudungnya anjir. Gue kira tadi nanas, cok. Pakai kostum nanas. Gue tudungnya dia anjir kayak nanas. Oke, itu smoke tadi. Wait, jadi gede. Enggak dong, enggak mungkin dong Valorant jadi gede di game-nya. Wait. Oke, jadi dia berkawan baik dengan Gecko, Reyna, dan Sage ya.
So, ready to get out of here?
Siapa namanya? Mix guys, namanya guys, Mix. Tadi namanya kan Mix, bener guys, Mix. Anjay.
Wow.
Like, come on, man. You can't do this to us.
Oke, let's see in game. Anjay bang, iPhone 17 bejir, mau dong.
Production, run it back for us right now. God, if this crowd wasn't already pumped up, they're gonna be.
That's the way to get them going today for the grand finals for sure.
Oh my God. I mean, I'm sure you've seen this before, but then seeing it here, that's gotta feel kind of cool, right?
It feels awesome. Seeing the big wingman on the big screen, though, is I think the best part.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Oh my word. And obviously, we will be learning more about this agent as we go on, right? Like,
yeah.
we kind of need to now. You've hooked me in. I need to learn more. I need to see
Ada
how
yang
it plays
bawa
out. It looked kind of
kepalanya
supportive.
itu ya, si Katseye tadi, member Katseye tadi guys ya.
Alluding to it. However, we are going to find
Siapa
out
namanya? Megan.
exactly what those abilities do in just a second's time. So
Megan
if you want
trainer.
all that info, you need to be paying attention right about now.
Let's make some noise.
Oke, ini dia.
Mix is our new Sonic Radiant from Croatia. He's upbeat, he's motivating. He doesn't just meet people at their energy level, he definitely brings them up to his. He's confident, he's got swag, he can pop off when he wants to, but he genuinely takes pride in showing up for
Kayaknya
people and
basically
letting them do their
boosting kah? Booster.
That's my team.
Mix is a supportive character, and all of his abilities really are about enabling his teammates.
We have some agents on the team that are about stealing the spotlight, but Mix is all about shining the spotlight on others.
Damn, Sage, who trained you? I need some of that.
Mix is a radiant with the power of sonic energy, so he releases radiant sound waves from his body, and the vibrations from those waves have a physiological effect on people.
One of Mix's abilities is a stim. Harmonize allows him to choose an ally and stim them. He also stims himself, and what's unique about Harmonize is it's not only a combat stim, but every time you or your ally gets a kill, you both refresh that stim, so it really keeps the party rolling.
He also has an impulse device that he can use to like imbue his powers with, alter the sound waves, produce different physiological effects like a heal or a concuss.
Mix's ultimate base quake creates this sort of
enggak, kayaknya itu skill yang sama, cuman bisa dilempar sebagai stim, dilempar sebagai support. Wait, what the fuck is that?
Anybody who's caught in the blast of this gigantic sound wave, your teammates can, freely flood onto a site and retake or a site execute.
What the fuck is that? Bikin budek kayaknya, guys.
This is actually somebody who was added to the roster to
What the hell?
as a healer.
Wah, kayak seru sih mainin dia.
Discovered by Clove and KJ at an underground rave when they were on personal leave, and he was someone that they realized was definitely more than a sound. He was somebody that was a unifier or morale booster, which is exactly what they need this year as they face off against Legion.
Tuh, cuma 2 skill doang yang dijelasin. Apa? Kok gua nggak pay attention? Hah? Gimana sih?
And joining us to break down Mix a little further, it's Riot's gameplay designer, June. Please walk us through some of these abilities. It looks unreal.
Yeah, so Mix, like all our characters, has 4 abilities.
Oke, gue kayak pernah lihat dia, guys. Si Jun si ini. Kalau nggak salah dia bikin agent siapa juga gitu. Siapa ya? Gue lupa. Atau semua agent dia yang bikin? Ya harusnya kan ada beberapa orang, guys. Beda-beda.
In there, right? Could you talk us through that with a little bit? Because I kind of want to learn it as we go, right? Because look, I'm a visual learner. Talk me through how this kind of works. Because like,
lihat C-nya ada 2, guys. Itu kayaknya yang bikin budek nggak sih?
Oh yeah, so this is sort of I guess one of the ways in which Mix is exactly as you'd expect as far as our controller goes, and it's something that's going to be familiar to you hopping onto the agent for the first time. It has 2 charges, 16-second smokes, really just sort of standard smoker.
Okay, perfect.
And to follow that on, Harmonize as well. That's something that
Tampaknya mirip-mirip kayak Clove dan Brimstone ya.
I guess typical uses.
Yeah, so Harmonize is really where Mix can choose a player on the team.
Harmonize itu Q-nya ya. Dapat asis, guys, naruh gitu dapat asis.
You both get a combat stim, and as you both get frags, it actually keeps refreshing that combat stim.
Oh,
you can really snowball.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So you put it on your jet, they dash in, they get their opening pick, it refreshes, etc.
Okay, but then Impulse, then what is this? You kind of saw it a little bit in the trailer. What does it actually do?
Okay, Fracture ya, Fracture is back, guys.
It has 2 modes. It has a concuss mode and a healing mode. You throw it, and it has this. It's a little like device or bot that like pulses on the ground, and it either is concussing or healing depending on how you set it.
Oh, iya kan benar, bisa dikonkas, bisa healing.
Yeah, I think we're getting ready.
Menarik. Interesting, guys.
We're not gonna hold you up any longer.
Interesting, guys. Can heal and can stun. So we're about to see the gameplay. Ada yang langsung pakai kostumnya ya. Tuh itu dikasih. Ini dikasih. Sasi. What the hell? All cut saya member, guys. Wow. Wow. All cut saya member, guys. Wow. What the hell?
Okay, well, we need the outfits for starters.
Well, yeah.
How are they coming in with cosplay
Probably the
already?
best dressed showmatch lineup we've had. I see a PRX jersey.
Yeah,
Now that's bold.
That is kind of crazy, right? Like, all right, fair play. I'm on board. I love it. Everyone's excited for this, but we kind of... Look, we can circle this one back around as well. Look, these lot on stage, you get themselves ready, lock themselves in. I mean,
alright.
yeah, this atmosphere
Yang
as
mana yang
well.
Megan? Gue nggak tahu guys.
Back to the agent, 'cause look, we were
Jujur gue nggak tahu ya.
I want to slow it down a second.
Gue cuma tahu KCY.
I didn't think we got to the ult.
No.
Gue nggak tahu banyak ya, jadi gue nggak tahu orang-orangnya.
Yeah. So Basequake is
Yang mana yang Megan guys?
ultimate, which is a unusual shape for
Oh,
characters.
okay, first time?
Yeah, you know, Mix is a back line. Your teammates are running out in front of you. We want to
Damn.
make sure that you don't hit them right.
Gila, KCY seluruhnya. Iya sih pasti dukung sih temennya sih.
Slows and
Nggak mungkin enggak dong.
So
Oh my god, look at the ulti guys.
push them out from cover. Also, it has this cool effect of making it so all these, all the audio from like dashes,
So basically,
and abilities they can't hear, right? Because they're deafened. So
ulti bridge
So
nggak sih?
actually could work on a stage like
Yes,
this, huh?
yeah, actually probably the perfect
Don't give it to PRX,
No,
please.
no.
They're already up to no good here. But again, if we're now starting to kind of, no, we've done the scripty stuff.
Wait,
We had
KCY
stuff
itu
talking
lagunya yang
about
mana ya? Gue
humans.
siapa tahu gue
How
tahu
do
guys.
you kind of see
Gue
this
tahu
playing
kok
as
itunya,
well,
gue
though,
tahu
Mike? 'Cause,
girl
like, you've been
grupnya.
looking at this a little bit, we
Yeah.
have
Kan
as well,
lagunya yang
like,
apa ya?
I'm sure you have
KCY.
questions.
There's a lot of ways this kind of sits in towards kind of well, call it supportive, but also in terms
Gabriela
of like
Touch.
initiator sort of play style. So it slots right between controller and initiator for me. Do you kind of tend to agree with that?
yeah, I think this
Game
character
Boy.
is definitely a character that thrives on those like exec heavy
Okay, I'm sorry,
comps
but
and maps.
kayaknya gue nggak tahu guys ya. Gue tidak mendengarkan lagu-lagunya, tapi gue tahu. Kalau yang ini tuh apa lagu siapa nih yang work ya? Oh Nona, ya Nona.
I mean, I do feel like I'm
Oke,
just
beda ternyata
playing
beda.
my duos
Oke.
with this now, though. It is like
Well,
the new
it is the
duo
go-to,
agent,
right? If you're a duelist.
Oh, yang
you
pakai
think,
baju
again,
PRX
you've
ternyata yang
got
Megan.
basically somebody can fill both roles.
Yeah, it feels quite flexible too. It doesn't feel as... Okay, being completely honest, I get a little nervous when I hear support, right? Or something very passive and maybe not as involved, but it does feel like it fills
Damn, bisa
both
diundang loh.
parts, right? It
Puppet
doesn't
master
feel...
almost.
Yeah, as you said, it refreshes on kills, like with the stims, and it kind of snowballs. It still feels really present. Was that something to have to try and keep in mind of this kind of idea of not having it being two backlines, but still feeling involved, still feeling like you're influencing the outcome?
Yeah, definitely. You know, Mix is a character where you're very like buddy to buddy, shoulder to shoulder, fighting there with your team.
Yes.
A lot of our other supportive outputs are like through walls or from far away. They're not like quite in the thick of it. Whereas Mix is definitely a character you want like by your side, fighting with you, trading you, cleaning up the mess after, you know, the whole thing.
I guess actually we talk about controllers then actually. It's more, what's the range on the smokes? You obviously saw the cast range there. Is it similar to other controllers like Brimstone, for example?
Yeah, similar to other controllers, actually I think a little bit bigger.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, definitely have a good bit of reach.
Not kind of Astro Omen completely disconnected. They can play from the other side of the map. It's more with the pack.
Yeah, more with the pack.
And have you guys, I mean, all of you have tested this out, right? But have you seen any compositions that kind of suit it well? Have you seen any of those sort of like synergies already showing in some of the like gameplay tests?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's definitely a character we wanted to be, like you guys kind of commented, that like duo, team play, social character that's really about being quite flexible, but we've seen a lot of success with all of our entry fraggers.
Yes.
And, you know, maybe not the ones that get too far ahead, like a Neon might be,
Yeah, I
you know,
guess
you
it's
stim
too
them,
far
they
away.
just kind of take off into the distance, you know, normal Neon stuff. But like a Phoenix or a Waylay or a Jet,
Okay.
any of these characters, right, where you'd expect to be a little closer to them.
And have you tried it in the new game mode as well? Because
Yeah.
I feel like it would really suit this. Is like, as I said, just playing with your buddy, a little bit of warm up. Let's hop in and just like duo it out.
Yeah, the whole kit is like
That's
S tier on Knockout. He's very, very good. So
Okay,
yeah,
nice.
check him out.
No, I was just going to ask
You're
about
gonna
Knockout.
say.
Yeah, basically what we're going to be looking for today.
Yeah, again, in my mind, when I'm thinking about Knockout with this, it's just that, I don't want to say snowball effect, because I do feel like there's a comeback mechanic of when you go through that wall, for example, if you're really pushed back, you're still being told that there's someone behind the lines here. Is that ever something you have to keep in mind, that there is like comeback mechanics in these new game modes as well? Like trying to keep it like not too oppressive if you are like on the receiving end?
Yeah, exactly. There's a huge risk with actually going into the enemy lines and trying to get those last kills, because if you don't succeed, then they can potentially swing it all the way in the other direction. destruction by snowballing and reviving all their teammates.
Okay.
So it has to be very intentional in terms of like going and clearing that space with your allies.
It's always kind of fun, interesting, and finding out the depth of the mechanics you guys have to consider, because obviously it does go to the extremes, right? Like sometimes you will be absolutely hammered.
Wait, mainnya di apa? Ya, mainnya di ituan.
Close to getting into this, and I kind of hope we see some of those OT mechanics, because I think we alluded to it earlier, but that kind of tick down of health. I watched one of the videos, and it actually puts people on the spot. I felt pressured. I was terrified watching it, let alone playing it.
Yeah. It forces a fight in a way where either
Mainnya di inian baru guys, rata pantas ya, nggak lama.
Okay, I think we are almost there. Thank you for your patience. We are diving right in.
Pisau apa ini anjir?
So best of 3 rules basically. Now will I be able to keep up on that?
Battle Pass kayaknya sih pakai sih Battle Pass
The brand new agent in action mix. Let's see who's actually at the helm of this. I do need to kind of check in on that.
It's been a long time since you casted from this side.
Yeah.
Again, here seeing the notification here. Actually.
Yeah, we really wanted to make sure that players felt like they were getting rewarded for their assists, like we were celebrating that more in game. So you can actually see as you're watching Mix Series getting these assist banners that show, oh hey, you just got an assist because of this ability you used.
Okay. What's the refresh time? Is it fully refresh the ability in terms of the stim?
Yeah, so every time you get a kill while you have Mix's stim on you, either the person received the stim or Mix himself, that will refresh the full duration of the stim.
Okay. I think as well we just caught...
Okay.
Well,
Casey backed into a corner. We did see some of the util getting destroyed as well. What's the...
Yeah, so...
Okay, actually, sorry. Case just held down this for ages.
Yeah, but it does show that behind lines thing, right? Like we've seen, like it's brand new for me, kind of keeping an eye on the UI as well.
No, Megan diam doang.
Even just seeing like, okay, you're raising, like rezzing Sage and then again reviving in 3, like these new updates. It's gonna be kind of fun just getting to grips with this new concept and these new sort of gameplay mechanics.
Yeah, it's definitely a
Wait,
more
tadi lagu-lagunya?
overall.
Huh?
I don't notice as well when you go past the line, you get the fog of war on minimap.
Yes,
because you don't have the information.
Yeah, there's the Omen like minimap
Yes,
obfuscation that comes with his ult.
And I think it is all down to TCK, right? This
again, he just held down the floor.
Good luck, last alive. Gonna have to try and do some damage. Good work. Oh dear, overwhelmed in the end and first round then. Gonna be ticking over to the other side.
Oh, oke gitu menangannya kalau habis semua guys. Alright.
I mean, how quickly does the spawnery timer scale upwards? Is that kind of instantly from the get-go, or is it kind of incrementally across the round?
The intervals spread across the entirety of the round, but it's incrementally throughout the round.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not linear. It's like it changes over the course of like you cross 1 minute and then it adjusts.
An average round time from, I guess, from playtest is obviously going to be different. But in terms of average round time, how long usually do these last?
It goes anywhere from like 2 to 3 minutes, I would say on average, unless it goes into OT. But it seems like the way that both of these teams are playing is just like stacking all on one side and just running it down together, which I think is like a pretty interesting way of going about it. It's pretty chaotic right now.
Yeah, I think Chaos is going to be the name of the game here, if I'm honest. But even with that...
Okay.
Unlucky. But again, it feels like you have to be quite intentional with those combat stims too, because they're not going to be sat around forever. It's not a long duration. It feels like you have to be quite aware of what you want to achieve with it. So it's not just something to throw out on the fly every now and then. It's maybe to set something in motion.
Yeah, definitely. It's an ability where it's definitely part of your go button, right? You throw that stim, you want to maximize every second you get of it. And you want to make sure you can get in there and take a fight with it, because stims in general are just such a big combat advantage, right?
Are we holding spawn?
Are we?
This is a strategy that we see pretty often too, right? So holding spawn, waiting for them to push, but then there's the wall mechanic. You can see the enemy team just push them forward.
Oh, you see on the minimap,
Yeah, so the intention there is that if teams do this, the wall is intended to flush them out.
And it gives them less space basically to operate from.
Exactly.
Okay.
Oh, they are getting battered.
They are getting,
And this is smoke and rolled. Just. Why they unleash Prestada in this? That does feel... Maybe we need to shuffle the teams a little bit, gang.
I don't think they're going to agree to that.
You don't think so?
No.
I also think they...
The crowd also hates seeing one person alive, not pushing forward.
Orang Chile bukan sih?
Whistling's not happening yet. He gets given a lot more freedom on this. And alas, it is a mix.
Hey,
so we're going to see the gang run him down. But yeah, it's so cool seeing the fog of war, or like the Omen sort of like TP.
Yeah, again, obviously lacking map layer, but also when you spot a player, they're not confirmed by minimap information either.
Right. It's just the notice that they're in your territory, right? So no like hard intel reveal, just generally in the area.
Okay.
Let's What's the game plan now? Okay, well, I was thinking of strategy. More for me.
We got the Tactibear. We're ready.
Yeah,
the Tactibear, yeah.
True. That is highly necessary.
I hate to say it, but I kind of want to see Neon get stimmed.
There it is.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
got what we wanted.
Ya guys, battle pass guys, anjir battle passnya keren juga. Pisau ini anjir, pisaunya mirip kayak pisau Kuronami coy.
Thank you.
Keren.
Just got dropped by Sassy.
Yeah, I
Itu kalau pengen ada yang pengen pisau kayak Kuronami budget itu guys, beli battle pass aja udah.
Swipan's kind of doing some damage, but there is a chance for the resist.
I was going to say, just to clarify, the res is instant on the trade, right?
No, not instant.
Oh, it's not instant.
So it triggers the timer, right? And then the timer
Lumayan lama
will
juga
stay
tapi
over the
loh
course of the
matchnya.
round.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Paling
I'm trying to get used to
00.30 sih guys baru
looking
dimulai
for
guys.
seconds there
Atau
for,
mungkin
like, the stage to
45.
come back in
Yeah,
around, so
yeah.
it's like kind of
PRX.
it's totally changing how
Finalnya.
I'm looking at the game as well, the dynamics of these fights, because there is like the ability to totally turn the round back potentially in your favor.
I see it now, yeah, up on the top.
Well, we've got another stimmed up Neon, but Suga's going to do it anyway themselves. They don't need the assistance apparently. But again, I guess it is that kind of fact that both of them get the stim, right? It's not just one, it's not just purely to set them up, you're also in the fight.
Again, so Mix can kind of follow up on the duelist as well and not just sit in the backline. You've got the stim benefit.
Yeah, it's really for you to both feel confident pushing together, right? And it's also one of those things where if Mix is the one who gets the kill, it'll also refresh the stim for both of you. So it's not like you're totally relegated to letting them get the kill. It's something that you're both engaging in together.
Now, if only they got an ult. I want to see the ult.
Yeah.
Actually mated.
Yeah, also the smokes look so cool.
They look really aesthetically pretty.
Are the smokes kind of like near sight, inside, like brimstones, or are they kind of empty, like...
They're hollow smokes,
Okay.
so yeah.
They are on match point now for map one, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, I'll change it now. I want to see Neon ult stim.
Oh,
Yeah.
you just want Reddit threads to start?
Wow.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
right here. That's wild.
Also throwing me off.
Ini bastard yang di ini nggak sih BSTRD?
It's a little bit.
Ini G2 nggak sih? G2? G2 apa MIBR ya? MIBR ya? MIBR ya? MIBR. BSTRD.
And then it's refreshing, right? So you can just keep going through. You're back in the action straight away.
Yep, absolutely, and it's something that we actually noticed really early on when we felt like we were really hitting our goals with the character is you would see the scoreline at the end of the game and Mix would have like 32 assists or something, right, on a really good game. So this is definitely for players who like to see their contribution represented in ways that aren't just top fragging.
Yeah, 100%.
And sorry, the stim refreshes on the assist, obviously, for Mix. Does that count for smokes as well?
No, it's just for
So it's only
kills or, yeah, it's just for kills from either player who is stimmed, either
Okay.
the player you chose or Mix.
Okay, so yeah, that is the enemy behind line. Okay.
Getting used to it. And we're getting two different languages. It's tough.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're being put to work today. But, again, I just want to see more of the kit. I can't wait to see until like the pros get the agent in hand as well and just push it to the limitations, because I feel like they always
You hold your hand, na 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 na,
and
na 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 na.
Well, I guess we talked about synergy.
Yeah.
What have you discovered has been like the,
I'll do
I guess the
anything.
strongest synergy?
Anything you ask me
Wait, who's ISO? That's Kesnet.
Kesnet got an ace.
Yeah.
Kesnet got 5.
Just like that.
Kesnet is trying in show matches. We've been here before.
But to come back to that, what's been the, I guess, the best synergy you've discovered? Is it like the dash? Is it the neon?
Yeah, so like especially on the entry, like all of those for sure. But I actually think one cool part of the character is it's really fun to play Mix with your Sentinel, because you can support them and like anchor the site.
Round 2, round 3. Oh my god, ini mah lama, udah jam 1 udah bener.
Puts down the beacon. You kind of have to all be there
Yeah.
for it to happen.
Yeah.
But this is much more like it has that range like Sage's heal, right, where you can just throw it, put it on them from far away, and then you're playing off the stim
So
together.
actually cross-site, you could, as opposed to...
Yeah, you can
playing
huck it
the
at
stim.
them.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm all aboard. We are going to be going to a quick break. Do not go anywhere. We've already had our first glance at the new game mode, new agent, and I'm sure you want to see more of it.
Anjir, di lap dulu guys biar kinclong anjir, biar jadi flash. Let's go. Mirip Sugar Zero guys ini anjir pemerannya. Valorant Protocol. Tatat. Ada screen kan tuh apa sih ngomong belibet anjir. Skin frenzy yang enak apa guys kira-kira? Bolt enak apa ya Bolt?
All right, hopefully you have caught your breath. We are back. Still in the show match. Now, I couldn't tell you who won the first game. Team Kesnet. Kesnet got 5. Kesnet's trying very hard. But if we go back through it, right, and we were just kind of talking about it then, I want to just keep seeing this kit in play on this game mode, because is it playing out in any way that you've seen so far? Is this a little bit sweatier? Are they playing it kind of similar to how you saw it in your testing?
Definitely very similar, but I will say the aggression on both of these teams is definitely not like anything I've seen before. I mean, like they're crossing the line just so aggressively and looking for that fight. It's almost as if there's like they're looking for a vengeance for whatever reason. I don't know if there's some hate.
What has gone on ahead of this?
Yeah, I don't know who's been talking trash, but apparently it works. We are starting to see some of the kit utilized here a bit further. Once it kind of simmers down a second, you can start seeing them try and find some stability. But again, this is just, I guess the encouragement of trading is in play. Speaking of trading, doesn't get it. Kesnet, who'd have thought it?
Well, we just got it there, the healing. How long does it last on the ground, and what is the total heal? So I think TCK was full HP, and I didn't know the teammate there, but stepped into it after TCK had died. So
yeah, so it will heal you to full pretty quickly from within the area, and it will pulse for several seconds. And in that time, it can actually be used by anyone.
Oh, so the enemy could potentially heal.
So you have to be careful.
Okay.
You can't just throw it out willy-nilly. You got to be a little more tactical about it. And sometimes you'll walk into it and they'll be like healing you through, like, because it creates a big zone, right? You'll be on the other side of a wall sneakily healing or something like that too. So you got to be careful.
That's quite a unique mechanic.
Well, I was just, well, for a second. Well, here's the aggression we were talking about. Everyone
the kill feed is full.
death.
Yes. But some of them can get, well, they did get res. I think there's still 3 alive, so again, still not completely out of it. But you're right, the aggression is wild, because I don't think I've seen the mini-map in someone's POV a single time at this point. It's just gone. They are just permanently in front of the line, looking for fights.
Well, I was just thinking straight away there about kind of like the lineup denial. How quick is the heal? You said it's instant, but and it will heal you to full. Would you be able to deny potential damage or things like that?
No, so you wouldn't be able to like deny if you're like actively taking damage from a molly. You're not able to heal through that.
Salah kasih itu boleh.
While you're taking damage in Valorant.
Padahal mintanya minta itu tuh pasti tuh minta di boosting tuh guys. Salah wall.
But yes, the heal comes out quite quickly. It can be shot before the healing happens. So if you're able, you know, kind of an interesting situation that would be where you can see the healing bot, but not the player it's healing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe an unusual.
You know someone's tucked in somewhere.
Yes. And you have to be careful with it. You know, you don't want to give away people's location.
No, that is true. I guess you do look at the bigger picture of it. Sarsi trying to put in some work here. Maybe try to keep Kesnet under heal, but I don't know how that's going to go.
It's a tale as old as time.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Kesnet.
Leave Megan alone! We've invited a lovely person to come play a show match. It's like, Kesnet's killing them through walls.
Yep.
I don't think Catsign will be coming back for another show match. I can't. Having a great time here at this point. It looks incredibly fun.
Kok itu ada bunga-bunganya? Tuh lihat. Kok ini ada bunga-bunganya? Yang punya Kesnet nggak ada bunga-bunganya?
Again, especially here, because a narrower map. And especially with the way they're playing, you gotta anticipate somebody's following up. Yeah.
And it's the first time.
Wait, ini bukan skin battle pass, guys.
Observers, please. It's the other one.
Bukan skin battle pass anjir ternyata.
I just want to see the ult. I mean, maybe we can see it in effect against them here.
Wait, interesting, Gordon, interesting.
My sad.
You can see they actually they use
Tapi desainnya gue nggak terlalu suka sih sebenarnya, guys.
her out of the smoke. So it's really about the size of the smoke.
Right? You can...
Yes. So really it forced
Tapi
the peak there in
animasinya
that engagement, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah, I guess you get a little
Ada
bit
sedikit
area denial with it
bunga
too, like
rosesnya
you
kan di
actually-
tengah-tengah situ. Cuma spike itu gue nggak terlalu suka guys.
Even if it doesn't get into like meta rotation.
Anjir, gue kira battle pass coy punya cassette kagak di-upgrade soalnya.
Controller that kind of ticks a lot of boxes that kind of Astro does in terms of utility and being able to set kills up, but certainly more what you're saying in terms of death balling and working directly with another agent, potentially be it a duelist or a sentinel. I'm actually really intrigued to see how it would work in some of the more traditional maps.
Yeah.
Obviously here, shining because it's fast-paced, everybody's going forwards.
TCK, I believe in you. I think you're going to get us the ult online. I firmly believe. I might be delusional at this
Ooh,
point,
ding,
but
ding,
I
ding,
think
ding.
I'll live by those delusions. But
Got
getting
dinket.
to the ult though, it's the first time we're seeing something that shape as well, right? What was the idea behind changing that around in your mind?
So for us, we actually found that
Let's go Faruk
because
anjir.
the way Mix plays, like
Yeah.
game to game, is you're often like, all right, the barrier drops, I'm smoking, I'm stimming you, I'm gonna like, maybe I have a lineup for a concuss, or like I'm throwing a concuss onto the site. You're often the last person in, or one of the last players going in, because you just have a lot of stuff to do to support your team. And we were just like, with like a traditional shape, we found that you just often would be hitting your teammates.
Sure.
So having that cone shape lets you line it up so they can kind of run alongside it with you.
Oh, that's great. And there's verticality to it.
Yes.
Right? It's not just a flat sort of cone, it has the vertical element.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh, okay. Maybe my dream will come true of seeing said ult. TCK is giving me nothing.
Well, again, yeah, I'm more interested in kind of the coverage, how it kind of marries up versus like a Nightfall or a Rolling Thunder. Is it the same sort of area?
Yeah.
At the very end of it.
Yeah, like, it's kind of hard. I don't know how to do some math about cone to rectilinear shape area coverage. I don't think I have that equation off the top of my head. But I would say that, like, yeah, you would expect it to be, like, pretty similar, right, in terms of, like, the site coverage. If people are playing back on the site, it's definitely going to be wider back there than, of course, close to you. So something to consider when, like, how you cast the ability.
I think are we on map point here? I think we are for one team.
For one of the two teams, they are winning.
TCK's team.
Good.
Yeah, it's TCK's team on map point.
Okay.
So obviously the scoreboard at the top here is it's the round score up to 4, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Goes to 4.
Kesnet, I don't think likes that.
No.
I think Kesnet is... Oh, Kesnet's dead. Bastarda just buried him. Down to the last 2. I mean... I don't think you'll be able to get any teammates back at this point. Megan!
Let's go, Megan dapat kill.
That closed out. Pretty clean last round there. And actually, I just spotted as well at the top to come back to the respawn timer. You have the indication the whole time through at the top of how long the respawn's going to take.
Deket banget guys nontonnya.
The waves?
Yes, exactly.
Just to confirm, we are going map 3. The crowd
course we are.
is...
Penontonnya deket banget loh ternyata guys. Sedekat ini bejir.
But no, we are going to go all the distance, so we get to see the full
Wah, kerasa
potential
banget sih pasti
of
ininya.
everything coming up, so do not go away.
Ambience-nya. Jam 3.33 ini mah selesai pagi nggak sih guys? Selesai pagi ini mah. Ntar guys ya, gua lihat dulu. Gua kebelat BAB ya. Jadi gua bakal giniin aja nih. Oke. Nice. Wait, kayaknya gue bisa tambah kayak gini. Wait.
I think I can actually translate what was said there. I got a kill.
Yep.
I'm loving it.
Yep.
Look, let's go.
That
Megan.
one's for PRX.
Put it in the bank.
They're gonna need them
Later.
today. That's
You
for
think
sure.
you? Oh, you alluding that they are not coming in?
No
as the-
spoilers.
Okay.
No spoilers.
Okay. But we are going to go back through into this and kind of get to see once again if we may be treated through this. And actually, I didn't actually catch that for a
Okay.
second. Buy-wise, do you start in like pistols and then scale up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so it's kind of like round by round progression in
Exactly.
weapons.
Yeah, there's stage loadouts. They're up to 4, so starting with pistols and then SMGs and then like light rifles and then eventually like rifles.
Oh yeah, there it is. There's
Yep.
stages. Cool. Okay. Let's see if TCK can keep us on board here. I'm praying for ults.
All right.
And
Wait,
again,
I guess, yeah.
I don't want to say less aggression.
Just
but
wait,
kind of less
wait, wait.
aggression, and there's the setup on the neon. And quite get a fight yet on it.
I can't get out. The smokes look probably the coolest of any controller.
Really
I'm going to be honest, yeah.
Aesthetically speaking, I'm happy.
And then actually first time we've seen as well, actually the indication kind of the wall moving up. We saw it previously on the minimap, but
Yeah.
see it there, the barrier moving.
Yeah.
And they're just ult orbs, essentially, right? Or on the ground to be able to move the wall up, right?
Yeah, so when you pick them up, the reward is 1 ult pip, and then you also regen your
Oh,
HP.
you get a regen as well.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so it's actually quite an encouraged
But
aspect.
actually Mix just is insane for this game mode
Yeah.
in general. In terms of like the snowball and the regen.
That would be huge. All right, TCK. 3 more kills, and I'd have been happy, but there we are. First round picked up. All good.
So just because we touched on it there, we come to the second round now and we go to SMGs.
Yes.
Is it kind of hard locked there or?
There are a number of different weapon options other than SMGs too. I think it's Stinger, Bucky, Sheriff.
Okay.
I want
Okay.
to make sure I have that right. But
Fantastic, love him being back on the stage.
I think they're doing an homage to Boaster.
Oh, okay,
That was
okay.
actually his dance originally,
Okay.
I've heard.
I didn't catch the dance, so
Well,
I have to go back.
okay. Love we're taking off headsets. Do it.
Yeah.
Big
It's the tech
fan.
force. It's the
There's
tech force coming.
I
Yeah, it was
wanted.
inevitable, right?
Brilliant. Play without headphones. All right, back into the action.
You can
Mix
see the
well.
heal here
Three
too.
go around.
You're actually
Oh,
able
there
to
it is,
heal
so
through the
through
wall. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
There's gonna be
so
some
you don't
ratty
need-
spots.
You don't need LOS on the actual Uto. It's within the still within the RE.
Yeah, that's correct. So it's actually pretty useful too when people are on the other side of a box and you can't quite reach them. You can kind of throw it right there, and it'll still wrap around. And even just through
Okay.
the wall and be able to heal them.
And is it visual for the opponents too? Could you,
Yeah,
when you
you
see
can
the
see
effect?
that. Everyone
Yeah.
can see the zone, but it's really only the impulse object itself that is the shootable part.
Right,
So you do
right.
need LOS to that or to pen it or something.
Okay. TCK slowed us down, and you died.
Well, looks like maybe Sheriffs are the play for that then.
Yeah.
A couple of people running down with stingers and
Yeah.
Mixwell to clean up.
Yeah, there's always a couple maniacs on the team, right? You just buy the stinger and send it. It's just kind of the way it is.
I can't believe you've called me out.
And again, I think I just spotted there. Now we go to Bulldogs, Guardians, and I think a Spectre. So it is kind of like within the categories of like 1600 to, well, 2.2 basically in the buy and the third one.
yeah, it matches like the loadout value in terms of like how the categories are set up.
Okay.
2 more kills.
Operators possible?
Not in this one. No.
Good.
I mean, we're 1 away from an ult.
I mean, the mode's supposed to be for fun, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly.
Someone tell the players that. Someone let them know.
Yeah, we got a
Okay, we can get to see.
Oh, that's a stun. That's a stun.
Ooh!
not your
Input
best
error.
work.
Input error on that. And is that just like a right click to change it over?
Yeah, you can right-click to toggle it, and it's very snappy. So it doesn't really add any time to casting of the ability.
Suga, come on. One more kill, because then we get the ult.
I just want, yeah, I
Find
just want to be
happiness.
old now. Assassin's farming.
Fuzzy's removing the ability for me to see the ult.
Of course, it's,
About to get another ice hole.
yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
yeah, yeah. Oh. Oh, punishment, 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 punishment.
He's got a
Knife, 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 knife. Bastardo, please.
No!
It was so close to finding happiness. It is kind of fun though seeing this back and forth because I keep thinking, okay, round's done, and then the mechanics of like the rest is coming back in, and it just it feels like there's such like a momentum swing at times in this
Right,
too.
yeah, team swinging it back. And the
Yeah.
fact that they're so bloodthirsty, sometimes they're just not pushing it together to get that last person. The ego peaks.
Yeah. It's the heal.
Again, I'm still trying to make note here of obviously the UI elements. Obviously behind lines indicated down here above the ammo. And then you were noting as well the assist marker and obviously top and center. That's the team notification, right? Everybody gets that to say enemy behind lines.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So your team, if somebody crosses the line, sees the enemy behind lines, and then if you are someone who crosses the line, then there'll be a debuff marker on the bottom left in the traditional section that exists.
Hey,
Ultimate.
Oh!
Yes!
There we go. I don't think we're going to see too much from. Actually, no, they
Actually,
did.
yeah.
They actually
They
did.
actually
did.
That's perfect.
Yes!
And there's
Let's
the
go!
assist banner on the bottom that actually shows like what ability got you that assist too.
Yeah.
So it's really, even though you didn't like necessarily see it happen, it's like you kind of get all the glory in the end, and you see that your impact was felt there.
Actually love it.
And
That
actually,
feels good too as well.
hard to
It's got a
gauge
feel
with
good
this
feeling.
mini-map, but the range is, I think, probably similar to the back end of the Rolling Thunder and the Nightfall, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
This
So
could
in terms
combine
of a
really
site exec,
nicely.
it's going to provide the same coverage.
And it seems fast as well. It's snappy. It's the pace of it that kind of I mean, speaking of bloodthirsty,
Okay.
they're back to business. And
just clutch
do
last
that, I
one.
guess. Yeah, got to do it again. Sadly alone for now.
Ooh!
Oh my God! What
That
a
was
shot.
clean!
That tracking was
That was
nuts.
insane!
And when you res, do you res back in your spawn or where you died?
Yeah, back in the spawn room.
Back in the spawn room. Okay.
And the spawn room never changes regardless of the
Oh dear.
attack line, right?
Yeah, it's
always
spawn
the
room's
spawn
constant.
room.
Yeah, stay the same.
And again, we were down to one player just a moment ago. We're back at a 3v3.
Yep,
It's
yep.
so crazy.
Swung it
seems
back,
like
exactly.
swings and roundabouts that you can do.
And you can see this is like pretty indicative of this mode, right? Too, where now we're actually, it's kind of slowed down a little bit.
Yeah.
There's a little more tension to it.
It's kind of nice seeing this. Bastardo waiting. Catch. Oh my God, more than waiting.
Waiting.
Had enough.
Waiting to strike.
Yeah, had enough of that one. Bastardo putting on a show for us. And I guess buy-wise, we're into those bulkier buys now, right? You should be able to get those 4 weapons behind you as much as you'd want.
Yep, we're in the Vandals and Phantoms now.
Yes.
Odin,
No, Odin.
thank you.
Playing for
Yes.
fun. Playing for fun.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I thought the mode was for fun. What?
Yeah, no, the Odin is fun.
For one
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, for the person using it, yes.
Yeah, we call it the morale booster in our playtests.
Well, judges? Are we allowed judges in this?
Not in this one.
Again!
Yeah.
We've found happiness.
Yes. I think
This
I'm going to
is
spend a
brilliant.
lot of time here, actually.
know what? I really like
I
that.
found my new home.
Huh. Okay. We're up again, are we? The celebration did not go well there.
No.
No, punish.
Guess it.
Guess the
Just
fun
like,
police
nope.
just appears.
I do want to see another roll in the last couple of rounds.
I'd really like it. I'd really like it. Come on, TCK, I believe in you. I was so ready for him to kill Pete as soon as I said it.
And you can see there it's shootable, right? Able to clear out that concuss area.
This one's tense.
Oh,
It's
now
definitely
you've
slowed
got
down a
into
little bit.
it.
Yeah, they've realized
actually
it's
simmered
slowed
down.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all really trying to win now because it's 2-2 into the last game, right? So it's gotten sweatier.
Absolutely has. And
The sound effect of the AoE there of the stun is actually so cool.
It's
In
very
comparison to the healing.
Yeah, our audio designer, Ryan, put a lot of effort in actually making that sound like music and actually like made some tracks to like kind of draw in and make it feel like there's like an audio track that's
Oh,
playing
wow,
as the
okay.
ability pulses.
oh, that's so cool.
And sorry, just the heal goes to the wall, just the stun as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Starting to get a little bit more of the idea of what you could do with this. Oh, slow pan TCK. Still, was it a 3v? Oh, okay, no. Sarsi's at least bringing the numbers down to a 2v2.
It's so hard to
might
keep
be.
track of
Well, yeah, because I'm like trying to keep up to
Yeah.
date on the res
Yeah.
going back in, and then I guess you need to position for it. If you know they're going to spawn back towards their spawn, so maybe you could move up a little bit. It's kind of like, it's a real map control game. I
Yeah.
kind of like this. Oh dear.
Oh, that's nice. The stim to follow up there on the Gecko ultimate.
Yeah, and also that stim, you can right-click it to cast it just on yourself.
Oh, okay.
But, so like if you're the last one alive,
Sure.
it's not like you can't cast it.
Okay.
You just don't get that benefit of like killing a player and refreshing it.
Oh, that
So-
only happens if you do that towards a teammate.
Correct, yes.
Oh,
so
okay, interesting.
much like Sage's heal is often better on the teammate.
Yes,
very
yes.
similar
Alright,
case
guys.
here where mixes
basically
harmonizes
Jangan
the
cuci muka ya guys ya.
Yeah, you know.
Don't be greedy.
Unless
Play
it's just
PT.
you, then
Bang, suara berapa?
be greedy.
Yeah.
Treat yourself.
Amounts of greed is
Nggak
fine,
tahu.
not too much.
Ini belum mulai.
Aggression, it feels
Masih
like tempo.
showcase.
Oh, we're seeing now, and it's a firing squad. Mixwell and Kesnet gonna have to sit this one out for a second. Suga 12 HP, but still in the fight.
Puts on the default skin. 100% clutching this now. And again, the visualization here of the line moving forward.
But it's also not too intrusive as well. It's not actually obfuscating any of the vision on this. And who do we have coming back? Okay, so 2 new players of 12. One from either side has rejoined, and actually that's a bit of a problem. Look how many are standing. Oh dear, this might be...
masih showcase.
I mean, every
Showcase agent baru, Smoker.
Yeah. Well, to say that, 2 kills come through, but that was at the 2-minute mark, right? So, like you said, it's at these milestones through the round.
Exactly. Yeah. You can see the timer up there, right under the timer.
Okay, bud.
Who's got something to do
Yeah.
about this?
Told you, default skin. Let's go crazy. The
And the
crosshair.
crosshair.
Crosshair is gorgeous.
It is as
Classic.
Riot intended. I think we're down to 1 for now. Suga, this is a lot of work.
Spotted.
Oh! And instantly brought down. I mean,
Dan pemenang adalah WM.
Agent, you sold me. I wasn't here to be sold, but it looks so good.
I guess in terms of that chaos as well, it's like you said, it's a controller that can stick with the pack and really actually excel at pushing other players forward and getting them enabled in the fight.
Yeah, definitely. And I think a lot of our other controllers, right, they're supportive in very different ways. They feel like they're not necessarily like right there alongside you fighting, and Mix is definitely that character where it's a lot more, you know, buddy to buddy. You know, you're fighting right there with your friend, and more social in that way, right? Because you can kind of see all the action that's happening as you play.
Yeah, I really didn't expect it to feel so in the action on that, so kind of instrumental at building your team in and feeling so involved in it as well. It doesn't feel like you're as hands-off as some of the others, like, you know, with like a Sky Heal or even Sage. That feels like you're right there with them. But again, game mode-wise as well,
There's a
kind of nuts.
Yeah, the perfect demonstration for it. But I love the pacing where it's kind of like, you know, 3 or 4 kills come through, somebody's got to clutch up and stay alive, wait it out, and the longer it goes on, you've got to basically just sit and wait.
Yeah. You saw how the teams kind of changed their strategy by that third match, right? Where it was like the ego peaking and going for that last kill without coordinating probably resulted in some swings that they didn't want to happen. So playing as a team is pretty important in this one.
If I'm not mistaken, if we are following what I know to be true, we are normally heading towards a little bit of an interview soon with, I believe, down on the stage. So as soon as that's ready, we will be handing over to it. But again, when can people play Mix in the new game mode? Is it as soon as possible? Are we ready to go? Are you guys allowed to tell us?
It's next week.
Okay.
The specific days.
Yeah, so we patch on Tuesdays. So you can expect it shortly thereafter.
Hell yeah. I can't wait. We're going to hand it over to Belina down on the stage for the Verizon post-match interview.
¡Qué increíble showmatch acabamos de presenciar, Santiago! What an amazing showmatch to showcase our new agent. And Megan of Cat's Eye, I want to talk to you because you were amazing. I just want to know, how did it feel playing Valorant on that stage?
It felt so incredible. I was definitely nervous, but my teammates really helped me, and it was just so much fun.
Definitely, it looked so much fun. Y bueno, hablando un poquito de lo que había sido este showmatch, quería saber cómo lo pasó jugando encima de ese stage. Dijo que fue increíble y que además también jugar conjunto a sus teammates fue aún mejor. Now I want to know, yesterday you played at Lola Chile. Now today you were on that stage playing at Masters Santiago. Do you have any messages for the audience?
Te amo, Chile!
The crowd is loving that, Megan. Thank you very much. You can go ahead and take pictures with the fans because now we're going into the winner, IGL TCK. How are you feeling right now? I just want to know, what are your thoughts on that amazing agent we just saw?
The agent is really fun. I hope we could show all the abilities and stuff. It's a very fun agent for you to play with your duo, with your best friend. And yeah, it was really fire.
Definitely, it was fire. Y hablando un poquito de lo que fue esa gente, también quería saber cómo lo sintió y cómo lo vio. Dijo que es muy entretenido.
Panas guys, keringetan dia anjir.
Para poder mostrar todas las habilidades, pero que sí, definitivamente está muy entretenido. Now we know that the crowd is really loud. How did it feel in that stage?
We definitely could feel the crowd on the stage. It was really amazing to play in front of you guys. Thank you so much.
Claramente le pregunté sobre cómo jugar con todos ustedes acá en el evento y dice que es increíble, que muchas gracias a todos por estar aquí apoyando y gritando. You're free to go. Thank you for the interview. But now I'm going to the loser side. Suga, ¿cómo estás el día de hoy? ¿Cómo fue jugar en tu región, en Latam, con toda esta gente apoyándote?
Kasar ngomongnya kuntola.
Me enfoqué 100% en disfrutar el momento, sentir la vibra de la gente. Esto es algo enorme para Latinoamérica. Este público es sensacional y toda la gente que forma parte de este evento sepan que es de lo mejor que viví en mi vida y eso que tuve el lujo de ir a muchos eventos. Este es sin duda el mejor que he vivido. Qué increíble, qué emoción. So I was talking to her, I asked her how was playing with all this amazing crowd in LATAM. So she said that it was definitely amazing. The people are crazy, the sound is good, and she was focused on just having a good time and just feeling the vibes and the energy from the whole crowd, and it was definitely amazing. Suga, ¿algo rapidito que decirle a la gente? Gracias por estar apoyando. Le quiero mandar un saludo muy grande a mis padres que me apoyaron siempre en este sueño de crear contenido de videojuegos y a mi hermana que también me está mirando y obvio a mi novio que estaba por ahí filmando toda mi reacción. Gracias. Qué lindo. Muchas gracias. So she's basically sending hi to all her family that's watching here. But this is all we have for our show match. I hope you guys like Mix because we're going to our most important match. We're going to discover who's going to be the winner of this Masters, Santiago. So
Let's go.
We just got to see Mix and Knockout's debut, and now I'm here with Anna, head of Valorant Studios, and Leo, head of Valorant Esports. Thanks so much for joining me. How are we?
Oh, I mean, I'm great. How can you not be great?
Leo guys, Bang Leo guys.
So good. So good.
The atmosphere, it's quite incredible here in Santiago.
I've been shaking since I got here, honestly. I can't believe it.
Now, Anna, we just revealed Mix to, I would say, quite some fanfare from the crowd here. How are you feeling about it?
I'm really excited about Mix. You know, like agents are like the most complicated thing we make. They change the game so much every single time we put a new one into game. We put so much thought into it. And sometimes they really land really well with players and sometimes they don't. And I'm so excited about this one. I'm a support girly. I am never going to be top in a leaderboard, I can tell you that. And everything I love about Mix is going to allow me to play that way, to support my teammates in really special ways. And not actually have to get as many kills because it's not me.
That team-based utility is like nothing I think we've seen before.
It's gonna be so amazing. And then he's just got like green flag energy.
Yes.
Like he's just super positive vibes, and I just like we need a little bit of that in our space.
That's one thing I'm struck by. And sometimes Dark World of Valorant setting, it's like a beacon of hope.
Yeah, Mix are sexy guys.
Cinematic.
Absolutely. I think we need a little bit of all of it, you know, and like represents our player base too. We got some edgelords out there, and then we got some supports, you know.
Absolutely. Now, Leo, this might have been one of the most compelling starts to a Valorant season so far. Tell us, any news on the esports fronts? What is ahead for us?
Look, we're very excited. I think we're implementing a number of changes this year. New
Yes, benar guys.
Well, going to new cities, Santiago, and then London. There's a lot in 26.
Megan from Katse is wearing our jersey. Someone pinch me.
We've been talking about a number of changes we're going to implement in 27 and beyond. This really feels to us like the beginning of the next chapter of our sport. We've been talking about making the VCT more open, doing more events, going to more places, and having more variety in our sport. And we're going to start announcing things really soon.
I'm excited. I don't think there's ever been a better time to be a fan of VCT than right now.
Oh yeah, it's been really incredible.
Blackthorn.
Hopefully we get to come back to cities like Santiago more because we're
Pisaunya kayak Kuronam. Ini apa guys?
I've been blown away personally by the reception here and just the crowd involvement. How's it
ini kan pisaunya nih. Ini pisaunya. Ini apa? Atau beda kanan kirinya? Oh, beda kayaknya deh. Ini kanan, ini kiri gitu
there
kayaknya.
was going to be demand for Val to come here, but I think it just like completely blew us away.
Ini engine approach apa?
Grew up in Brazil.
Alright, ini wait, ini kayaknya bandit gak sih ini? Bandit gak sih? Kelihatannya kayak bandit. Oke, Marshall. Vandalnya, gue gak terlalu suka tipe-tipe kayak begini sih guys sebenarnya. Kayak begini-begini.
사실 딱히 그렇게 큰
Kayak
감정을
spike
느끼고
ini.
있진
Cuman
않고요.
banditnya sih oke sih guys.
지금
Nggak terlalu
솔직히
banyak
마스터즈보다
kayak begini-beginiannya nih guys.
훨씬 더 부담이 크기 때문에
Lebih simple lah.
어센션에서 부담감을 많이 느끼고 있었습니다.
Nggak terlalu banyak ini, lebih kayak ke Kuronami gitu nggak sih
산티아고에서 매
coba
순간을 즐기고
ini.
있습니다.
Lebih simple lah. Ini bandit sih guys, atau enggak klasik sih kayaknya. Ini klasik apa bandit gue nggak ngerti. Cuman pendek sih sininya. Kayaknya klasik deh.
Certainly is now. Decay's trying to come. He wants the spike, and he won't get it. Desperation in the end.
PRX 아직 우리 한 번도 안 만나봤지? 누가 더 위인지 알려줄게. PRX는 아주 공격적인 팀이라고 생각합니다. 그런데 이제 저희랑 PRX가 이제 만나게 된다면 아무래도 퍼시픽에서 가장 공격성이 높은 두 팀이기 때문에 아주 피 튀기는 싸움이 되지 않을까 생각합니다. PRX 너네 아직 우리 같은 팀 안 만나봤지? 한 맞아봐.
What a story we have here today. It's an all-Pacific final. The crowning achievement for a region who so often led the way in playing aggressively and embracing the double duelist playstyle. It's also the much anticipated first encounter
Semoga jadi cuma 6 detik guys kalau udah mati anjing. What the hell? Man, mati nih. Semoga nih. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hilang. What the hell? Oke, DK-nya anjir, DK-nya dikecilin dong guys. Udah mana kagak pernah kena. Dari 6 meter jadi kecil jadi 4 doang guys. Nggak apa-apa sih sebenarnya. Nggak apa-apa sih sebenarnya.
It's so astonishing as well. Their last loss was in their ascension journey at some point, like right at the beginning of that ascension tournament. Since then, they've been absolutely flawless. But let's dive a little bit deeper.
6 detik sih cepet banget guys. Mungkin kalau 8 detik masih oke, 8 detik. Wah anjir.
From Premier through ascension to a global final. This timeline is astonishing.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely crazy.
Ranked idea, anyone install locking the new agent in competitive during the first week should receive.
And doing it very well in 2024.
Kasian amat.
Not even making it to ascend in that overtime against Boom. But yeah, ever since then, even though they fell at the end of last year, they were able to bounce back. And what a way to do so.
That's what makes the story
so impressive. They were relegated. They had to
start over again, re-earn their spot for 2026 in the league. But they kept that core. Those players that have been with this squad since the beginning. And the success they found this year has been meteoric. They found a perfect style in the meta. They have not lost a match at this level. It has been a truly unprecedented run from Nongshim.
I think it's also like because of them being the first
Alright,
seed,
Dambi.
the people have not connected
Ini gua
so
nggak tahu
much
siapa
with them
jujur.
that we've seen in other events because we've seen
Ivy.
teams having to do a very, very long and difficult run
Francis.
to get into this final. But at the end of the day, for the longest time, we
Arby, the IGL.
like, oh my god, we can make it, and
Kayak lagi setup ini ya.
close. But now the chances for Nongshim to become the first team to complete
Dambi kayaknya sebelah-sebelahan sama Jing berarti. Karena Invi kan di sebelah kanan ya, ujung sebelah kanan, Jing sebelah kiri. Atau di mirror guys, apa di mirror jadi begini terus jadi gini. Jadi yang harusnya biasa di sini jadi sini di mirror. Kalau nggak di mirror kan ini kan sebelah kanan nih ujungnya. Harusnya di sini guys. Nggak tahu sih.
So now, does another win here in Santiago establish them as the best team in VCT history?
I don't think it puts them there yet, but it puts them on the path. If they could go back to back, have a dominant year, I think that puts them on the course.
Global final keempatnya PRX guys. Ini diurutin tadi ya dari Copenhagen, Champions LA, Toronto, sekarang Santiago.
It's been through so many different years, but it's been this same core. Before Nongshim even played their first official for practically any of these rookie players, it was these guys already making international finals, slowly making upgrades to stay consistent as one of VCT's absolute peak teams.
But maybe how can you say all of those things and not say that they are the best team? You say they keep in this core,
tapi gue rasa
so hard. The game has changed. We've seen it in so many different
bisa jadi
so many different
satu agent yang bisa shoot sama playstyle PRX mungkin ya. Apalagi buat agent pool PRX buat nambah menurut gua lumayan oke karena dia smoker support ya, smoker support yang bisa dibilang mainnya nggak susah sih, harusnya nggak sesusah Astra.
Not just true competitors, true entertainers are
Karena kan
PRX. Now it's time
Smokes
for
yang
our
benar-benar
Mastercard
support
fan poll. We're
kan
going to keep this
Astra
one
doang
nice
ya,
and simple
setahu
for
gue.
you folks at home. The question is, who will win today's grand final? Will it be non-ship
Sama
Red
Brim
Force
sebenarnya,
or
cuman Brim kan
PRX? And as always,
dia benar-benar
use those
mainnya nggak boleh
hashtags
terlalu
VCT and Valorant Masters to get
agresif banget
involved
guys ya.
in the discussion. Not just your answer, you can of course submit that with the QR code down there. I'd love to hear
Karena
any of your
skill-skillnya
extended
itu
thoughts on
juga
it. And I want to dive a little bit deeper into the
itu lebih
stylistic
kayak harus
analysis
yang
between these two
main
teams,
map
'cause I feel
control
like
ya.
we're looking at right
Menurut
now
gue Brim itu
the two of the best double
dari
duels
molinya
teams in the
juga.
world. 100%. The question is, which one is the
Holding
better?
Viper
What makes
juga.
PRX's style so
Ya udah, ini
distinctly
kalau
different from
misalkan
non-ships, for example?
ada mix sih harusnya bisa jadi option smoker untuk member PRX ya, mungkin kayak something bisa aja mainin guys. Tapi susah sih, something nggak bisa sih kayaknya kalau buat jadi main smoker. Enggak Jing lah, Jing mungkin lebih enak gak sih maininnya? Karena skill-skillnya juga skill lempar, support, sama stun kan? Stun dan heal dan steam. Paling dipakai buat nge-stun, heal kalau lagi butuh. Bisa lah sama gameplay yang PRX yang suka ngeras, suka rusuh. Abis ngeras stun nih satu kan, terus lempar di steam, lempar stun, terus darah berkurang, taruh healingannya, heal lagi. Wah, ini abis ini gue sama temen-temen gue pasti bakal nyoba meta healer ya, semuanya pakai agent healer guys ya. Duelisnya Phoenix sama Reyna bisa nge-heal masing-masing. Smoke-nya si ini siapa namanya, si Mix. Inisiatornya Sky, sentinelnya Sage. Udah heal semua itu. Nggak habis-habis sudah darahnya. Nggak habis-habis dah.
Succeeds when they are playing their style, when they're running the executes, running the rounds that they've thought of ahead of time.
They are the kings of chaos if you think about PRX and their entire history. Now, in every single one of the encounters that we've seen from Nongshim, we think, oh my god, is this going to be the team that is going to stop them? Are they going to slow them down? Who is going to be dealing with Dambi? Then other issues are starting to appear with Francis going back online on that stage. But according to PRX, they feel like they are the ones that can, out-chaos them.
They're the only ones that really know, because they've scrimmed them. We know that much, but no one else has seen them go head-to-head. Let's dial in on Zambi a little bit here, because Dambi's the one that's basically been on everyone's lips as we've talked about. What has got Nongshim Red Force here? How can we rank this performance so far from Dambi against some of the best performances at Globals in general? And do the numbers even do this guy justice? Because it feels like so much of what he brings is stylistic and intangible.
Yeah. It should be like 400 ACS every single one of the maps. You have heard it from every single player that has been asked the question, what is it like going up against Dambi? Does he meet the expectations? And to me, it's not about the agent being oppressive, but the player being singular in the way that he plays it. Yes, we see a lot of the judges. We've seen the Odin. We've seen him succeed in every single one of these very, very electric executes. But I will say, credit also to everything else that goes behind him. I think that the
Neon
utility
Odin.
that goes for Dambi to have this kind of place, to have this kind of freedom, props to him for the stunts and the amazing way that he moves around the map, but also to the rest of the team that enables him to do though.
I don't think there's been a player at a global Valorant event that has made teams adapt to his style in the way that Dambi has.
Yeah.
There have been excellent performances. You think of the all-timers, your tens is at Reykjavik at the very beginning when one man could take over a server. This is different. This is Dambi, not just being incredible in the fragging department, but creating the most space of anyone in this tournament, playing one of the most mechanically difficult agents the game has seen. This is a Neon that is nerfed. that has one slide, that has slower recharges. Yes, she's still strong, but what Dambi does on this agent, no one else does at his level. I think it is unprecedented what he's doing this tournament and the way that he is forcing teams to respect him.
And I don't think we've ever seen a player impose their play style upon their opponents to the same degree as Dambi has. On the other side of things, the deeper that PRX have actually gotten into this tournament, the more Forsaken has, or maybe has had to, rise to the occasion. Can he become our first two-time MVP? And also, if he wins today, right? And maybe if
Forsaken is now the global kill leader.
Would he then
2.409 kill, guys.
The undisputed Valorant GOAT?
Wow.
You looking at me for that answer?
Yeah,
You want me to go against Crown? I will say it is difficult.
Ronaldo-nya Valorant guys ini guys, anjir.
But part of my heart really feels like he is. Because we're speaking
Messi-nya
about
siapa guys?
Dambi
Messi-nya?
doing these things in Neon.
Aspas.
But the things that Forsaken
Patents.
has done in almost every single agent in the game, we have not seen anyone get even close. He was MVP already once, and I think this tournament and the way that PRX has been bouncing back, he has been a very, if not the most important part of it.
Let's now head over to Jen Lee, who had a chance to catch up both with Dambi and Forsaken before the game.
Out here with
Dambi
our
and
grand
Forsaken.
finalists, Forsaken of PRX and Dambi of Nongshim Red Force, now Forsaken. You said, we can kill Dambi, and we're the only ones that can kill Dambi. Why? What makes you say that?
I think because we met him on scrim, but not in match. But I learned his movement already, so I can read you.
스크림에서 많이 만나봤기 때문에 담비 선수의 무빙 다 파악이 됐다. 그래서 담비 잡을 거다 이렇게 얘기를 해주거든요. 동의하시나요? Do you agree, 담비?
No. 스크림은 스크림일 뿐이고 핑 40이랑 1은 정말 다르다.
Scrim is just scrim. Ping 40 and ping 1 is very different. Well, guys, we have the PRX and the K PRX. Anything you would like to say to each other before the match?
I will slide you before you slide us.
먼저 슬라이딩 쳐가지고 잡겠다고 합니다. 담비 선수도 한마디 하시죠.
Give me trophy. Give me MVP.
Oh, okay. Well, give me trophy and give me MVP bracelet.
Give me also.
Okay, 본인도 달라고 하십니다. Okay, you know what? No matter what happens, hope you guys have fun on stage and go make Pacific proud.
No surprise, they both got their eyes on an MVP trophy, and they're definitely in the running. Now, earlier we asked you who you think will win the grand final, and the results are in. And the PRX fans out there on X are turning up in full force. 78% of you believe,
as usual,
that it will be PRX to get yet another global win.
It makes sense. I think that you can look at them as a favorite going into this one. The fans certainly think so. It was such a long road to even get that first trophy, but now I think it's clear that this is a team.
Ini kelas antar sahabat, antar teman ini guys, anjir. Dapai kenal Eevee, semuanya kenal masing-masing ini guys.
So let's find out just how much of an edge that's going to give them in the map veto.
Alright, Map Vito, apakah benar
so this is the map
apa yang gue bilang?
Master Santiago Grand Finals. First of all, congratulations on reaching this point of the tournament. Because Nongshim is coming from the upper brackets, they have the advantage of banning 2 maps and choosing to be Team A or Team B.
Team A.
So Nongshim is Team A and PRX is Team B. So first ban for Nongshim?
Pearl. Pearl ban. Ban Pearl.
Pearl guys,
Bridge ban. Bind?
Bridge.
Oh, Bridge. Okay. The first map pick.
Ya kan, Breeze.
Corrode. Side on Corrode for PRX.
Defense.
Defense. Map pick for PRX. Abyss, Bind, Haven.
Corrode. Split.
Which one?
Epic split.
Split?
Yes,
okay.
split.
Side on split for Nongshim.
Dan NS bakal pilih Bind.
Defense.
Defense. Map pick for Nongshim.
Pick Abyss.
Abyss.
Oh, Abyss.
Side on Abyss for
Oh iya, Abyss, ada Abyss ya, gue lupa anjir. Udah, Bind lah. Bindnya Bind.
Attack. Attack. Map pick for PRX.
Bind.
You have Bind or Haven.
Heaven sih.
Haven.
Nah, kan?
Haven. Okay, so side on Haven for Nongshim.
Attack.
Attack.
attack, and side on bind for PRX.
Defense.
Okay, that's it. Good luck, have fun.
No, bandnya taruh di akhir anjir. Kalau kagak sampai map 5 kagak bisa lihat komnya PRX, coy.
I think we end up with a pretty reasonably even pool in this best out of 5.
Gue kira bakal nge-ban ini loh, bakal nge-ban split loh. NS, nice shot. Pearl ternyata yang di-ban ya.
The permaban of a Biscuit's exposed as map 3 for PRX. But the thing about PRX, I think they're always scary to have prep, even on a map they haven't played. This should be a very competitive final.
Menurut gue masih bisa. Split menurut gue juga masih bisa, guys. Oke. Oke, Korotnya Nongshim memang keras juga. Cuman gue masih pede, guys ya. Kalau awalnya di Korot, kalau di habis mungkin udah nggak terlalu pede, guys. Alright.
First time this year, game crash packs, jail kickoff.
My question's gonna go to Forsake. Many people consider you guys to be two of the best players in the world. Do you have any words for Dombi?
길다면 길고 짧다면 짧을 수 있겠지만 2년 전까지만 해도 저희는 아마추어에서 경쟁을 하고 있던 선수였고 결승전 진출은 저에게 과정과 경험이 담긴 무대라고 생각합니다.
My hot take is Nongshim is the Denby show.
Just like Toronto, history will repeat itself.
Asik Jing, history will repeat itself. Kalau udah sombong begitu kayaknya mah enggak. Hati-hati lu Jing. Jing jangan ngejinx.
꾸는 것 같고 우승을 한다면은 더 좋을 것 같습니다.
여기까지 왔는데 멈출 수는 없을 것 같아요.
Anjay, gila keren sih. Animasinya jujur keren.
PRX 우리 처음 만나지? 매운맛 많이 보여줄게.
This is the scariest version of PRX that you're gonna face.
Scariest version of PRX, guys, katanya, guys. Gue masih percaya PRX di OG. Gak ada yang bisa ngalahin OG-nya, guys. The only one can beat PRX karena blunder ya, guys. Karena ngecok-coknya itu, guys. Gak stabil mereka mainnya. Kalau Nongshim lebih stabil, gue akuin. Karena ternyata tim Korea itu inian ya, mainnya tuh rapih. Dan mereka nambahin agresifnya kayak PRX. But menurut gua still better di OG, guys, PRX untuk kekacauannya, agresifnya. Ivy. Seal Cannon.
Santiago, thank you guys so much. Make some noise, Chile! I'm so happy to be here. Let's bring all the energy. Vamos, Chile. Let's get loud. Let's make some noise. Let's make some noise. Santiago, la estamos pasando bien. ¡Vamos! Es momento de darle la bienvenida a un equipo que quiere repetir internacional, que quiere Masters. Ellos son PRX.
Woo! Something. The boy David, let's go. This is David, bro. Forsaken kanan kiri diladenin. Jing, let's go.
La mejor comunidad que he visto. Gracias, Santiago. Make some noise. This grand final started. Have some fun today. Goodbye. Thank you.
Once called princes, the now kings of the Pacific region look to cement their dynasty here in Santiago. But facing them, the young upstarts, the new princes, Nongshim Red Force, who have paved the royal road from Premier to this very stage to stake their claim to the throne.
When Pacific was a minor region, it was 8 international tournaments that RB attended. Failed to bring home a trophy, failed to prove what he could do. Had to watch another team, Genji, be the first. Now it's Pacific on top, the first regional finals of the partnership era. And he's back after this time down in China, after his time off this stage with a team of rookies trying to bring the next generation of Korea to the team that is defining the
sebelumnya dia apa
Pacific
sih?
as one of the most
Sebelum
consistent
Nongshim
teams in
dan
Valorant.
sesudah
They're hunting
DRX
their
dia
second
ada ke
trophy.
tim lain lagi nggak sih?
Already
ada
flawless
deh.
year for the side of Nongshim. Could end up here with a very
Oh
tragic
iya,
loss.
ini.
On the other side, the possibility they are one
Trace,
best of 5
Titan
away
deh, Titan
from
ya, Titan.
making history
Titan
and becoming
ya,
the
Titan.
first premier team to
1
lift a
tahun guys ya.
global trophy here in
Sempet
Santiago.
lihat gue soal waktu itu.
Against them, what some might think is a familiar opponent because of both teams being from Pacific. But as we're saying, this is the first time these two teams are going up against each other in an official game, and the stakes could not be higher.
And while Nongshim Red Force have stuck to their guns and played the same style while the best of Americas, EMEA, China have been thrown in front of them, they are committed to their style. It's a love letter to the game and the way they
Let's
play
go.
it. PRX though,
Let's see.
I've been happy and willing to reinvent themselves every step of the way to stay ahead of the competition, and they love nothing more than to knock these upstarts down.
PRX,
PRX's meta. This is the moment where double duelists, where changing your compositions, where all of that is so strong.
Gue butuh tatakan di kursi gua guys, anjir keras banget cok pantat gua.
But it's so
Ini anjing
interesting to
pegel.
see standing in opposition, a team from their own region who is taking that in stride, who has come from nowhere to dominate. They have not lost this year. But PRX, they have been on the long journey. They have lost
Let's
matches.
go, let's
They've
go.
done it the hard way. And they know what it takes to win in a BO5, to show up to a match of these stakes and perform.
And when we were seeing
Ya,
the
Invi
double
lihat
duelist
skin dulu ya.
clash of styles that we had
Ngecek
on
dulu,
the stage,
ini
we saw PRX
mood gua
that
hari
has
ini
played
skin-skinnya
a
udah
lot,
pas belum
that
ya
literally had
gitu.
to grind up their way up from kickoff into this
Sesuaiin
tournament
dulu
to make it
skin
to this
sama
grand
moodnya ya.
final. And they will
Karena
have
kadang
to play that a bit.
skin
We
itu
have
berpengaruh
that
ya,
guarantee
kan moodnya,
in that
suara-suaranya,
map number 3,
suara
something
kill
that we have
segala
not
macem.
seen from them yet.
When PRX
Mood
was
gua hari
making
ini
it to
lagi
their
di
first global
Primordium nih
tournaments, when they
Vandal
made
ya.
that first final
Kalau enak kan
back in
ngebas dung
Copenhagen,
dung.
the core three that
Atau
came from Premier and Nongshim,
kayaknya
they were still
hari ini
kids watching
lagi
at
di
home, competing
Gaya
on their own,
Vengeance
playing in ranked,
ada pohon.
waiting for that opportunity. It's now a question of
Ngaruh
if
tuh
they can
guys.
defeat the masters of their region.
Phantom
We're
Recon
going to Corrode to start this series, and it's an interesting one for
Phantom
me. PRX, applying this Sentinel comp. They've
Recon
looked
sih, the
good
best sih, guys.
after
Recon,
changing
guys.
up some of their style on this map, beating two America's teams here. Can this be the team? Can this be the comp to shut down Dombi on his best map?
We saw G2 struggling a lot against Nongshin, even though changing things around to go specifically against that Neon and the explosiveness. But on the other side, we saw a PRX that was flawless against
Gila trofinya
NRG
guys,
yesterday, especially
nyala
on the
ungu
defense
gitu,
side.
cuman terus di tengah-tengahnya warnanya warna dari mix ya, hijau agak kuning-kuningan gitu. Ada oranye sedikit.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another day of VCT Pacific.
Let's go, Peppertin dan Achilles.
And oh, baby, an all-Pacific final here at Masters Santiago. The region has the trophy secured, but which team is taking it yet to be decided.
It's an insane matchup. Two of the most explosive teams you have on the planet right now. This is the highest entropy you will find in VCT. It should be explosive. And Pacific have been masters of the VCT since Shanghai.
Let's go!
Now it's down to the princes and their brothers who are looking to claim their titles.
Nongshin first on the attack at the ready. Odd stack working their way. It's just Forsaken. Tucked in behind this Viper wall, but he gets flushed out.
Ketahuan sama Prancis.
Finds the headshot. There's that first blood found.
That's already good prep being shown here by Nongshin. That's a spot that PRX likes to tuck into.
Envy.
One tap, Francis now on the floor, back into a 4v4.
Forsaken ketahuan bejir.
Goes pretty much across the board here for
Sus sih emang spotnya.
Behind this. See if they can find their target. So is Ivy looking for his timing. He's caught off guard. Not ready for
Gila
something.
movementnya something.
Find his feet and find the headshot. Suddenly, Nongshin reeling a bit here in the pistol. The barrel for the slide across.
Nice.
Getting caught on the Dambi. Finds that kill. The shutdown RB trying to clutch it out. But
nice. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
A bit taller.
Let's go.
3K over 3K. PRX find the opening pistol.
Phenomenal work here by Envy. His first time in a grand finals. His first time on the global stage.
Tuh ya,
Coming
di
over to
spam ya.
PRX
Kerasus.
and making the most of it to start. Knife out, no problem. Little bit of a jump, a land. And a clean shot from something. RB looking to join Stacks and Buzz as trophy lifters from the original Vision Striker squad. The PRX are the ones to strike first blood.
Kita gedein lagi dikit.
6 players on this stage that have never seen a grand final.
Nice segini.
Looking to go on that golden road here, alongside PRX joining this year. And already finding themselves on one of the biggest stages that we have to offer. As here's the judge around the corner. Something
oh my god, Prancis. Oh shit.
With these bandits in hand. It's looking damn clean.
This is something that a lot of teams have been leaning into recently. Forsaken finds one on the back.
Okay.
It's a kill on X Ross. Ivy, however, this time a lot cleaner with the Sheriff. It's Francis trying to get himself tucked in behind the bricks, and I don't think it's going to matter too much because Forsaken has his knife out.
Forsaken.
Claims the kill, and Nongshin.
Anjing kena thrifty, cok.
Pulling a rabbit out of the hat. They're going to be tying things up 1-1. Paranoia to connect on the no-one, and RB to shut him down. The recovered Judge doing wonders. And just like that, it is already neck and neck.
Well, you can already see some of the ideas here from PRX. Throw a Judge into the mix. Try to slow Dombi down, but the Bandits, something that PRX has been working into their rotation, especially on their ecos. Wouldn't be surprised to see a few of them in the mix in the following round here. So potent at close range. That one-tap headshot, absolutely devastating on a map like Corrode in particular. Can really set you up for success. Nongshin looking for a little more purchase in towards mid. PRX also trying to scale. One bandit, 3 sheriffs.
It's an all-Pacific final. Let's see if we can really bring Pacific to the stage here in Santiago. Get a trade back on some of these thrifties.
Mati, abis.
Some different ideas. Able to find 2 before getting taken down. Now we're just going to be collecting that weapon. Francis looking for an angle with that outlaw. Slow walk down. Jing hearing the swap of the weapon. Swings the corner, and Ivy will have him dead. Something in the divide, trying to see if they can get a bit more damage in. Not pull off the clutch itself.
Gonna be tough with that outlaw there for Francis. He's gonna have a great angle. No matter which direction they end up coming from.
First hurdle going to be Danby. Sat here center site. Bottom of hut. With Divide on the swing. Takes his head clean off. And suddenly, you have to start wondering, is it possible? Can they do it? Divide, he says yes.
Let's go.
Finds the one. Drop down. Has the read. And he has the shot. Welcome to the Pacific, ladies and gentlemen.
Drifting.
If you haven't been watching, this is what we've had all year long. MasterCard Thrifty, PRX back in the lead.
I mean, it's Divide again with the Sheriffs. The guy has been outrageous with them. And he is perfect. Perfect.
PRX. PRX.
Headshot.
Let's go.
No problem at all here. Anticipating the peak from Francis. My word.
And we knew coming into this it was going to be an exciting match.
Oh yeah.
And this is already delivering well beyond what we might have anticipated. We didn't really know what to expect given that they've never played against each other, but something now that Judge again in hand, able to find the shutdown on the Danby. Nongshim going to be left scratching their heads.
Yeah, Forsaken got a dink in there onto Francis as well, so he's actually going to try to hold the line a little bit, see if he can challenge Forsaken. On peak though, top of the toxic screen, but showing that Yoru is going to keep a couple extra players over on the B for PRX. In fact, even pulling the rotation of Divide potentially. Does have some of that Vice util though to rely on to help something, to give him a little bit of an early warning system.
Oh, and it's just getting worse. Back down to 22. Trying to continue to keep that interest on this side of the map. Something for now, alone on A. Being cycled forward in the mid might give PRX a bit of an idea of what the game plan is here as Francis is going to get caught. Anticipating that second layer, but also Nongshim very slow to try to scale in towards his A site. And on the approach that they're taking, something's going to happen. He's got that Judge in hand.
Yeah, he just
5 feet 3.
Safe. He's got, again, that Vice util as well. Kind of give him a little bit of help as soon as the wall is going to be popped here. Divide's already in place to help. Thorns there, Judge at the ready.
It seems like this little back and forth will be coming to an end here. Something greets them at the door.
Nice. Let's go.
PRX to move up 3-1.
Already here, PRX showing a lot of ideas on how to stop Danby, how to keep him from accelerating into spots where he's going to be able to take space.
Meta judge kah buat menghentikan Danby?
Point of attack of Danby.
Meta judge ini guys.
A couple rounds ago, it was in a link, and here
buat menghentikan Danby.
So it's 0-4 for that stellar superstar Neon, and that's going to force the timeout early from Nongshim. Try to get this situated, try to get some recuperation, probably talk about, you know, how and when they can start accelerating, how they can get Danby into places where he can be effective, where you're not going to fall for those early traps here in this coin-based win condition timeout.
I mean, we zoom in on Danby at the moment, has not been able to draw a drop of blood, 0-4-1. It's been a rough go of it, and in the arrival interview with Jen, Forsaken saying, yeah, we know how to shut you down. We're going to be able to shoot you a bit fast, and you're going to be able to slide at us, and so far that has rung true.
I mean, I figured if any team, if NRG couldn't do it, I figured the other one that could would be PRX. Sure. They're the ones who understand chaos. They thrive in it. It has been their home for as long as they've been a team. They play the game so different from anybody else. And Nongshim, a team that kind of embraced some of that mentality. Talked about in the past how PRX is a team that they respect, that they emulate a little bit. And now PRX is like, okay, well, you're the students, we're still the masters. You have to prove that you've earned this title.
Out of the timeout, a hero rifle in the hands of Ivy. Some more bandits to Sheriff and a Judge for Danby. Once again, storming his way forward in the mid, the paranoia to green.
Alright, Danby lagi ngejar masuk. Oh my god.
How he keeps working
Itu dia Danby. Marah dia guys.
Continue to utilize that weapon, trying to lock off that yard position, make it unassailable. Something at the same time, trying to hold the line here on this A site, but has to refract back over to safety.
Yes, better get back.
Reads the position of Ivy well, just trying to see if he can get a straight tap in, but won't be able to make it happen. Poison Orb set up. RB now just spraying and praying. Seal Garden just to take away what few weapons they do have in hand. Ivy tucks back away from that one. RB trying to TP out. Is now the convergent pass as well going to be layered in. Something on the entry up and over, but loses out on multiple players. And the timeout call is absolutely gorgeous. It's a flawless in reply for Nongshim.
And they get some big ults away from PaperX in that round. And again, it's where Dambi begins his movement, where he's beginning to accelerate. It's before the door this time. Somebody's gonna have to teach me how he makes the judge do what it does. The way he's able to get those bullet spreads to land is unparalleled. And it's just little things that they need to do. Once you get that space, that's where Nongshim is so dangerous. That's what makes them so formidable, is that they're gonna get there and they have great post plants behind it. They have a bunch of ults to work with. Opt there for something. It's gonna be holding down A. Some more mid exploration. They're gonna try this A-Link angle again. This time, Envy's been shifted over. The dimensional drift is gonna maybe give away his position. Actually, they're checking main. They know that PaperX likes to be aggressive there.
They get the spot. Oh, exit, and something is so damn
nice.
ready for it. Immediately shuts him down with that shorty. Looking for the peak, but Jing already claiming the kill on X-Ross. Looking for the flick. Ivy able to find something, but Jing is there for the trade back. Suddenly their advantage.
Okay, nice, patience.
Nice. Value, but Forsaken just swings out, takes the fight, and takes his life.
Let's go. Nice, perfect.
PaperX not allowing for Nongshim to start building up momentum.
Yeah, and I think here, just with PaperX playing further back than they normally would with that operator at hand, a lot of times in the past on this map, it's been them constantly pushing one side or the other, using that operator to try to force their opponents into Devi's side of the map, where that Vice util will be. But this time they're a little bit further back. That means the dimensional drift doesn't really get the info that you would normally find in that situation. Therefore, something Yoru, expert of his own, able to shut down Francis before he's even able to get anything going for Nongshim. Just another aggressive mid push, and PaperX has been happy to absorb this space. They don't want to fight for it too often here. Jing
looking for that catch. Jing just not quite peeking out far enough for Francis to be able to collect it. Up shot ringing out. Dambi just going to be backpedaling away from A. Looks like this is going to be a massive shove through the connector into B. But Jing might be able to find a timing to get in behind. We'll send it the Paranoia, so they're going to be aware of the Omen's position. Slide forward, Dambi looking for that kill, unable to spot it, but does note the two players. Up around over on that elbow, the swing out, and Dambi collecting both. Devi Forsaken both going to be eliminated. Jing now here at Heaven. Being able to find the one, something still working his way all the way through B. The pin now gone, RB dead, Dambi. Recovering from the decay, has three players to try to clear, but Envy.
Perfect retake, anjir, gokil. Gila.
Plenty of time remaining on the defuse, and PaperX up 5-2.
They just catch Nongshim overstepping a little bit and getting Envy that Nightfall. Absolutely catastrophic, because it cuts away so much of that information you're going to have trying to hold those angles on site. That one right there on the
perfect play banget Envy anjing, gokil. Kill satu di ulti itu, gara-gara ulti dapet guys
and
anjing.
everybody kind of scrambles the
Viper jadi keluar ini anjir. Keluar ulti. Something dapet dah.
Those opportunities. Now you're on a weak buy. You have one hero rifle in the hands of Ivy. Something again holding this line.
Dambi get punished lagi.
Ivy working his way through mid, is able to find Envy here over the previous round, going to be eliminated. Something still here, still standing. Does get caught by the flash.
Okay, nice low.
Away. They can't chase in deep enough, fast enough because of the hinder. Finds himself plenty of space with that saturate. Ivy needs to come
nice.
Forsaken just has him outdone once again, and X-Ross cannot get the sheriff drawn fast enough. Two players in the post plant, a Stinger and a Bucky. Francis is looking for some damage.
Nice.
He's the one eating it. And RB now.
Bucky udah pasti mati dong kayak gitu mah.
Grabs the Phantom, TP's back across the opposite side.
Devi harusnya dapat.
And as he swings, it's to his demise. Devi out wide, catches him by surprise, and that is going to be PaperX now, already up 6-2.
They are extremely well prepared They don't give this team any opportunities. Again, it's another perfect position to counter Dambi before he can even really get rolling. This is something that teams have occasionally found success with so far this year against Nongshim, but not consistently. So far, PRX
gak mau ada skin yang warnanya tema PRX apa? Pinknya pink ngejreng kayak gitu sama warna jersey-nya. Selain Z. Ada lagi nggak sih?
They're going to go pushing. Trying to bait with that Prowler. Allowing it to come into him, but that's going to be something. Just scooping up the quick kill. Francis now dead. And at every twist and turn, Nongshim are just struggling to find any kind of early advantage.
It's been different looks every round. I mean, PRX has been showing them a very deep
kan,
playbook.
guys.
And now with that wall popped.
Korot PD. Splitnya mungkin 50-50.
Looking for that timing. Divide swinging forward will be overwhelmed.
Oke, gue sedikit terkejut ya. Korot di pertama sama Nongshim. Coba Nongshim abis dulu. Mungkin seenggaknya pasti mereka mainnya udah bisa lebih unggul dari PRX, jadi mental mereka udah kebentuk duluan, guys.
Saken's got a pit if he gets in deep enough.
Even where the players are playing, he could just walk forward, but does still have that spike and belt. But the TP up on top of Hot. Dambi is there in position, finds the punish. Looking for the slide down fight, layered in.
4 seconding itu.
Trying to delay as much as humanly possible. The slide, Dambi just going to be a hair off, and now Forsaken into a 1v1, or rather something into a 1v1. Forsaken does fall. The time is just not going to be there, so he has to make his exit, backing away. Ivy looking for the kill, won't be able to find it. He will go down to this spike, but Nongshim barely managed to bring back the round.
Well, it's something, that's for sure, but this time they're able to get just enough space. PRX playing a little bit more towards B-Link, even with
jangan kasih momentumnya yuk.
Get that ult going for Dambi. That shot just not connecting onto RB. Good read there as well onto Jing's tendencies with the TPs.
Jangan kasih momentum, jangan kasih momentum.
Been it close.
Matiin lagi momentumnya yuk.
Down by 3, a chance to try to rescue this, run this back into a 6-6 half, but you need to get that momentum built up. Consecutive rounds have eluded them thus far.
Another very different look here for PRX. Leaning the op in towards mid. Not seeing anything, so.
Oke. Nggak kena ya, nggak dapat. Repick dong. Nice, Defy.
Francis forward, tucked into the coming Prowler. Chase does get cleared. And RB dead as
nice.
TP over to get the spike planted. The return finally
nice.
Decent, but in B. It's looking excellent for a brief little moment. Once again, Ivy here in that 1v1, but no real clue where the hell Jing could be. He's got 56 seconds to play around with, though. So it looks like he's going to make his exit, anticipating that Jing would have gotten over towards this B site.
It's a really nice read here from Ivy. Great understanding of negative info. He's an operator, but he's just going to bypass, of course. 11-6 right now. Ivy.
Jing, lu mending rotate dah, Jing. Dia ini udah kelamaan, kalau dia beneran di B ini udah kelamaan banget, Jing.
Outrageously good. He's got another chance to do some real damage. Jing, no ult available. He's gonna have to hoof it on foot. Does have the paranoia. So if we can find Ivy out, could find an opportunity.
Masih winnable, guys.
Shut this one down. Ivy gonna tuck in towards elbow though. Try to play off the tap, so the spikes it looks like.
Still does have that fight. This would give away his position once he lobs it through.
Nice.
Smoke now in.
Ini enak buat Jing.
Will hold this one up the half. He's gonna try to just stick it. Ivy!
Nice.
Doesn't manage to find the kill. Jing just too fast on the draw. Shuts him down and secures a lead at the half.
And Jing also
salah sih Ivy sih, dia main posisi di situ salah sih, guys. Mungkin dia expect-nya Jing bakalan lewat CT ya, makanya dia nungguinnya di situ. Tapi ternyata Jing dari mid. Makanya kalau di situ kayaknya mendingan main di ini sih, main di konektor sih, guys. Kalau mau main situ, atau enggak di main. Jadi angle luar gitu enak, guys. sama si Ivy salah masuk smoke-nya dia lurus guys. Asik. Udah cocok belum gue jadi coach? Kayaknya enggak sih ya. Apa ya guys ya, sotoy aja ini kan dapat gua doang, belum tentu benar. Ya itu cuman ilmu yang gue dapat doang ya. Kalau masuk smoke jangan lurus karena bisa lihat gun barrel duluan. Jadinya tadi Jing punya timing buat ngelepasnya terus sebelum kelihatan sama si Ivy-nya, Jing udah punya reaksi duluan guys. Jadi masuknya tuh harus madep samping, habis itu gitu. Jadi Jingnya kaget. Jadi bisa jadi Ivy yang menang itu.
Force the impetus onto Francis, onto Ivy, onto Xros, onto RB to step up and beat them in 1v1s, and I guarantee Paper X likes those odds.
Something. Once again, that judge in hand.
Oke, sekali lagi. For second. Udah. Balik. Astaga, nggak sempet balik. Gila, hampir 3 loh, dapet 3 tuh GG banget anjir.
Judge to be collected, but this time it doesn't feel like Nongshim's going to be able to work that thrifty magic off the back of the timeout.
On Envy, it's over clearing A main, trying to set up for the flank just in case.
They're trying to cut this noise, but yeah, because Envy is so far forward, Paper X feel more than fine to keep 3 players here on B.
Exactly. It's going to have to be something brilliant. Got a couple shotguns and a bandit. Do you risk it, throw an ult in here? Get into a post plant. Ivy's got the pit.
Nice. Let's go.
He's got all 3. One by one they fall.
Let's go.
One by one, Paper X continue to rack up these round wins.
Last round in a half. Apa sih? Last round in a half.
It's so hard to get a read as Nongshim on where the open space is going to be. This is something they haven't shown you since very early on in the half.
Tapi TP balikku udah hilang ya? Masih ada kok.
So it's hard when you're in the heat of the moment, when things are going sideways, to remember that far back to some of the ideas that Paper X has been showing you. This time, just Forsaken and Envy, you're going to challenge this B hit. Could clear the Prowler though, and a follow-up as Devi leaning in this direction.
That pass hit yet again. Paranoia connecting on the Forsaken.
Oke, Envy mati. Forsaken mati. Dambi ngamuk. Dapat lagi satu nih. Nah kan benar. Oke, Dambi bisa jadi ace nih. Let's see apakah akan di shutdown sama Jing atau something. Cuman dapat somethingnya dulu. Oke, nggak apa-apa. 8-4.
Really interesting stuff that we're seeing. Paper X so far has a decent read, but that time you're able to use the Nightfall to give Dambi the space that he needs to go charging in. The fadeaway slide into the follow-up on the Forsaken, just straight up out-dueling Devi.
Gila bantingan Dambi itu loh.
Gets the fourth to make sure that there's no real hope here. Gonna need more of that on this defender's half.
Gonna need a hell of a lot more than that one. See if Nongshim's gonna be able to recover, but for now, we do have Valina who's standing by with a very special guest. Always love to hear from him. Let's
itu terlalu ke belakang nggak sih tropinya? Takut jatuh deh gua. Majuin dikit dong.
Santiago, estamos aquí con Tens.
Tens. Udah di stream Tens sih maksudnya.
I just want to know, how are you seeing this venue? Are you liking it? What are your thoughts on Chile so far too?
Yeah, so far Chile's been awesome. I mean, the atmosphere, the crowd here, they go absolutely wild. You guys are out there, so keep it up. And yeah, the games have been fantastic.
Oh, ini masih nungguin nih. Baru nih yang halonya. Halo. Oh, ini tuh.
Gritando, ya la energía es increíble, los matches también han sido impresionantes, but now I want to know, I see you're wearing the Nongshim shirt, are you going for them, are you rooting for them, and what's your predict for this finals?
So, my heart's divided. I'm rooting for both teams. I do think PRX is actually the favorites to win. I wanted the Nongshim team. I mean, I think their story is just so beautiful, working their way from the bottom to the top, now here to the grand finals. So I want to make sure that they have my support so they can play the best they can play, and we can see the best match that we can get.
Definitely, and it's been a great match so far. Y hablando un poquito también de a quién está alentando, dice que obviamente PRX es el equipo favorito para poder ganar. Por el otro lado, encuentra que la historia de Nongshim es muy linda, empezando desde abajo y subiendo
W PL-nya Valorant guys. Tens.
en este stage increíble. Entonces
Apa Messi? Messi-nya Aspas. Chronicle. Ronaldo for second, gol terbanyak dan itu kill terbanyak ya. Kalau dari trofi Chronicle. Chronicle punya 3 trofi berarti guys. Iya.
Good to hear from Tens, but thank you very much. Is aligned with the rest of us, just wanting to see that solid series, wanting to see that titanic clash that's been long since promised between these two squads. For now,
PRX treble nggak sih tahun ini? Udah treble aja nggak sih tahun ini? Master Santiago, London, sama champion Shanghai.
Yeah, they've done that. This is their 4th global grand finals ever, and they've already got 1 trophy. You could bet they're chomping at the bit to get another one to prove that they're certainly one of, if not the best to ever play the game. They're gonna slowly work their way up A, but this mid push, man push, completely unaccounted for. Envy maybe finding out the hard way.
Envy bisa keculik atau menculik. Oke. Dapat info tapi lumayan. Sayang sekali for second kena. Sayang sekali dapat 3 X-Ross ya. X-Ross masih baca.
Dambi down on the floor, goes for covered. Jing trying to make a go of this one, but RB takes him down to 14. The spike now collected. He's still on the approach. Swinging around the back, and Jing just no idea where RB has gotten off to. Will just swoop forward into RB's open grasp. Pistol goes the way of Nongshim.
Nice run by X-Ross ya.
Fantastic stuff from X-Ross. A long-time player for Nongshim, but a new addition to the main roster. He's had a couple big ones. The first finals, the upper finals.
Per second nggak aware sih, dia megang pisau anjir. Ngapain dia loncat-loncat kayak gitu, Cok? Mentang-mentang dapat info 2 di mid. Dikira nggak dijagain nanya. Loncat-loncat baik dia pakai pisau.
That pistol going to give you a really good shout into this. Just a Sheriff, 1 bandit for Envy, Shorty for Forsaken.
Oh, why the hell not?
Definitely not the player you'd expect in this composition to have the Shorty. I think it might be something, but you know what? You never know with PRX what they've got up their sleeve.
Not worth trying to figure out what's going on in those brains.
I don't know why I'm bothering.
You stay there, stay.
Zangles around mid. Bottom of the divide. Relay bolt gonna be lopped in there. Divide barely survives. Walking away, quite literally 1 HP. Thought some of that might have been decay damage.
Lah movementnya Dambi ya. Pakai neon.
Down that single digit. While Forsaken leading the charge, pushing forward with that Shorty in hand. Will be to his doom, but that second layer coming in. Jing able to clean one up. That's gonna be a Spectre recoverable. The spike still slowly eking its way forward, waiting for the smoke to bloom. It's the cover. Envy just waiting on those timing shots. Jump down and get the plant in action.
Tungguin gue Davai.
Finishing off the earlier job. Nongshim in with a player advantage. Spectre in the hands of something, however, as well as that bandit for Envy. Certainly has to be a consideration and a concern. It's the double swing there at Heaven, but Dambi able to flush them both out. Now it's just X-Ross to find the finisher, and Nongshim finding their footing so far here in that second half. Bringing this back to a 2-round deficit. And if they can find a bonus conversion, then oh goodness me.
Then you start to be a little bit concerned if you're in the PRX camp. Just really nice stuff from Dambi, showing that it isn't all just his neon movement and ability, it's also his individual, just pure mechanical skill is quite high. Only 2 guns dropped there for Nongshim. painful. You know, Paper X at least able to get the plant down, get a little bit of extra
Nah, Ivy
cash out
tapi
of it,
kill
but
12 oh.
still
Ivy.
gonna be a couple players that
29
have
ternyata dia.
one with regen in terms of Forsaken. And it's going to be not the heaviest of purchases though for Nongshim, but they're going to stack
Dambi juga 11.
over towards B.
12 padahal tadi di awal 27.
Spreading the map, looking for that aggressive push, looking for that attack lane that Dombi's going to take. So taking some angles where you'd have a favorable chance to at least do some damage to him before you can really get in your face.
So main control usually something that Paper X do try to lean into, do try to establish early on, but the gamble this time for Nongshim not necessarily going to pay off.
Hidung gua kayak geli-geli gitu dah, pengen gatel, pengen gua garuk. Jadi pengen bersin juga kadang.
Confirmation now that the paranoia goes flying, he's able to back away. Forsaken on the scale forward, catching
Nice.
completely off guard, and that A site is wide open.
Gila dikejar.
Not able to find Envy. He
Get
holds his own
punished.
for one. Backpedals, shifting over to the side, but still
Gak
is into
apa.
the fight. Turns the flash.
Envy mati seenggaknya dapat info 3-3 di zona ya.
Able to come up with the goods. Man will recover now into the hands of Francis. Device position going to be noted here in mid, but something. Soul to try to play him in. Keep him tucked away. Keep him a mystery. TP forward. He now strikes. The blind there on Francis. He finds a second. Looks for the third. X-Ross has managed to shut him down. Comes up with another. And 2 players surviving. Paper X will be
Lumayan mahal ya salonnya.
Yeah, I mean,
3 orang mati, harusnya bisa 3 orang hidup.
How prepared Paper X is for Dombi's ability to just try to punish you. Again, it's Dombi waiting for that piece of util that you throw out. Then he's going to accelerate, come at you. And Envy plays this really, really nice. There it is.
Back in Pacific.
We're back. Welcome to the Sangam Coliseum. But it's their ability to be prepared for Dombi right now that is really giving them that extra little boost. Still only 3 rounds though. Still Nongshim has so much fight in them. And they can still punish you if you give them any opportunity. Here's that B main control you were just talking about. One away from a convergent pass for something. Everybody else, and Envy not too far away. 2 more kills and he'll get it, but just gonna be that slow creep forward. Spot on the RB, but Wall's actually up in mid here this time for Paper Rex, and they're gonna try to cut off that mid rotation, use the extremities of the map themselves. They're just waiting, just trying to suss out if, you know, Nongshim's ever gonna try to turn on the Jets, but Nongshim also wants to play the patient game. So kind of both teams anticipating that maybe speed and aggression would be their opponent's sort of go-to.
Francis push forward. It's Forsaken on that late lurk. Wanting to reopen that A side of the map, potentially go for the pivot, but now there is no further recourse. They have to push forward. They have to try to get the plant down here on this B site. Refract out with the flood in from Nongshim. Going to pull off the retake.
Wait, Jing, wait, Jing.
Swing, finds himself a second, but Dombi will find the shutdown.
Kok Jing ada situ anjir?
Nongshim not looking to have this map slip from their grasp. It's their opening pick here in this grand final.
And
it's now within 2 rounds.
It's good reads here. This is a big kill for Francis because you're killing Forsaken. He's oftentimes going to be one of the players that's out on his own. So it gives them a really good read that they can play for that flood, that fast rotation over towards B. They're just in a perfect position to shut it right down before it even starts. Now you're going to see same timing here for the timeout for Paper X as Nongshim took in the first half.
Alex feeling like they're getting just a bit too close by. Wanting to make sure that his team can secure this win, not reopen that door, not let this map go, because they know how important this corrode is. You've got Split coming up as that second map. Paper X have looked like the best team in the world on Split so far during this tournament. So you're well set up to have a 2-0 start to immediately take this to match point, force Nongshim into a position where they would have to reverse sweep in their first ever Grand Finals appearance. Getting this corrode is absolutely monstrous for Paper X's hopes.
Absolutely, and they've been getting better and better and better on this map as time has gone on, even though it has been a favored one of Nongshim throughout this year. Paper X has shown that their ability to adapt, their ability to work the map, you know, win so many of those contact fights at the mains has given teams a lot of problems, but Paper X has looked pretty scared so far. So is this going to be them trying to challenge those mains a little bit more, trying to play for some of that positional battle a little bit sooner? Some sprays through there to try to keep X-Ross safe, but instead it's just going to be another orb collected, a second ult, well, a third ult. Ooh, miss on Envy.
Yeah, bisa ada angle di situ.
Still alive, still with that Nightfall.
Ilmu baru, guys.
They have earned the space to open up with it. Jing, however, getting tagged low, as is something.
Goodbye, Jing. Oh, anjir!
Pushing forward quickly, dispatches Dambi.
Balik lagi, Jing. Kasih pentamnya ke teman lo.
Doing wonders, but he cannot steady the spray to find RB. It's up being that 1-for-1. While the rotation's back, Francis setting up that gate crash all the way across towards the B side of the map. Be able to join in, reinforce alongside Ivy.
I wouldn't have minded seeing Jing TP out of that spot there, but Snakebite at least going to force Ivy back.
Look
Something,
at that Molly.
Lit up on the way in. The rest of the team hasn't been able to join him, so X-Ross tucked in the corner.
Peek out, and Francis able to find anything from on high. Device still going to be good with the Sheriff. Cleans up 1 minute, needs a hell of a lot more, and at the moment he is completely boxed in now.
Dapat anjir.
Something
Opnya.
good for the 1 kill, but Ivy gets a drag across, finds the headshot. Timeout call not going to be leading to a thrifty here for Paper Rex. See what the strategy was set to be ahead of this next buy round.
And all of a sudden, this feels like a must-win round for Paper Rex in this map because their economy is going to be in the dumpster. The most credits anybody is going to have behind this buy is Devi with 350, and you have 3 ults, 2 of them really, really big ones. The Convergent Paths and the Nightfall going to be available. A little bit of sweat there for the Nongshim staff, and Alex trying to keep it together so far. Paranoia to back Forsaken off there. Just trying to take some A main space, but Paper X gonna do a little bit of lingering. Still just thinking that eventually Nongshim's gonna want to try to push a player in through mid, but Nongshim's just been playing Absorb. Letting them take a little bit of space, make the good read, go for the flood, and they've got a great read going right here.
Now it's exchanged. You know how far forward something is. Now that Refract expired. Ambi turning back over towards Man and X-Ross. Taking that first fight, something gonna fall. And X-Ross finds the double up. Envy now dead. He gets 4! RB will find the final, not allowing for an ace to come through, but it's a flawless round as Nongshim tied up 9-9.
He's just rock solid on that A site. X-Ross just not giving him anything. Oh my God, that fourth, that tap.
And that is more of the X-Ross that we were seeing back at kickoff that caught them that first seed. And now caught the second time out of Paper Rex.
This is tough, man. Again, both teams have really good reads on each other on these defender sides. They really understand how they want to work the map. Nongshim is barely trying to challenge anything early. They're just waiting for Paper X to get a little impatient, try to push through a choke, and then they're just shutting them down. And this time you have the turret of X-Ross in A Link, just 1-2. Okay, that's probably the most they're sending through Link for this split.
Berarti skornya
The other way.
5-1 nih. Kalau first half. 5 Nongshim, 1 Paper X. Karena kan 8-4-nya tadi.
Are about to have 4 online. Devi 1 away from having that next Steel Garden in, but same could be said for Nongshim. The overdrive nearly there. Francis 1 away from that dimensional drift.
Gue tahu kenapa mereka pick Korot ya. Defense-nya kuat sih. Antara defense-nya kuat atau Paper X yang overthinking nih guys. Soalnya dari tadi kayaknya nge-tag-nya lama banget guys. Selalu nungguin karena tidak pasti, kayak waktu itu gue nonton Alex marah karena malah kalian terlalu lama masuknya, keburu mereka rotate duluan.
See, Paper X realizes their own tricks.
Aduh, nggak kecek.
Into the corner, but something is swinging out a little bit wider, so does avoid getting 1 shot. Francis exits with 5 HP.
Aduh.
RB catching Forsaken again.
Tipis-tipis guys, RB ngecek duluan.
Nongshim continue to suss it out and find the timing.
Just veteran presence, veteran awareness from RB. Out reading Forsaken. who at times looks like just a genius with some of his lurks, but RB beat him to the punch.
He's playing a very deep angle. He's only going to be able to find one more, so weapon going to be given over.
3v4.
Francis at 5 HP, that could end up being costly, but Extros again! Continues to hold the door. Puts Jing to 45 before he finally falls, and Dambi now perfect position. Will find the punish, and Nongshim find themselves in the lead.
That's his sight. You're gonna have to commit a lot more to deal with him. You need to get some util to unbalance Exros. Goodness. But this right here, oh, the first one, disgusting. ADS in, makes that Vandal look like a sniper rifle. And now it's starting to show. Now you got a bunch of ults to counter here.
Please PRX menangin map 1.
PRX wanting to up the pace.
Itu map 1 kalah.
Slow going these last several rounds. They're going to try to change it up a little bit. Dambi does get tagged down low.
Susah. Apalagi kalau misalkan split sampai kalah, udah 2-0 PRX susah. Map 3 habis lagi. Nice. Langsung dia secure 2 map pertama lah. Seenggaknya secure map pertama lah. Karena kan map kedua mapnya dia harusnya bisa lah main. Nice. Masih kedengeran? Udah masih nggak kedengeran apa udah kedengeran tuh ya? Si Francis buka TP kayaknya sih udah kedengeran sih. Soalnya si something ngatin situ.
Looking for a target, but now Exros all alone. The swing out, Forsaken has him. 3 kills, and we get tied up 10-10.
This is just something I've been kind of looking for from PRX. They've been playing very slow by their standards throughout a lot of this half. This is the one where they finally turn up the tempo. And again, really good util usage.
Coba Prancis bukannya dari tadi.
Gets put into play is for them to immediately start holding entry angles from A-Link and other sides. And Forsaken does a great job reacting to that, anticipating that he's going to be getting pinged out, so he can be in a position to punish that if he reads it correctly, and he does. They're baiting here for Francis.
Trying to. And he's just going to get a straight shot through the wall. Something dead. RB.
Waduh.
Eventually will be fished out of it, but my goodness. What an opening kill from Francis.
Gila Francis coy. Francisco Bernoulli. Siapa tuh ya? Peraing namanya. Oh ini ya. Yang mobil cars bukan sih?
Diverting those prowlers so Francis doesn't have to deal with it.
Francisco Bernoulli. Siapa sih? Itu nama siapa anjing gue? Asbun banget dah. Ketemu orang.
The gate crash out to safety. Spike collected. Right. Has been spotted. Has been worked lower. Jing, nice solid shutdown on the Dambi on the slide, but Charles is right there playing alongside the Neon. Now it is just Devi. They know exactly where he is. At least they should. Scale forward. There is that wall set up from behind Ivy. Maybe looking to pop it to draw the attention. As Devi gets closer and closer, trying to play an X-Ross, but I don't even know if he needs the assist. Swoop the corner. He will be able to find Francis still fighting as much as he possibly can, but Devi just cannot do enough in this round to try to get it back into PRX's favor. Nongshim once again in the lead.
Come on, please.
Gotta find some
Oh, dia nembak sekali sih.
As PRX.
Dia nembak one something sih.
A lot of times getting beat to the punch, or in the round you did win, you just kind of got in there so fast. Nah.
Yang nembak siapa tuh? Jason kayaknya. Tok apa itu sih itu? Gak ada sih, sendiri doang tadi Francis. Gak tau siapa yang nembak.
In the first half that Nongshim popped in. Coaches really understand their team and how they play this map and where they're more effective. They knew this defender side would be better. Here we go. Convergent pass in, Nightfall in. Goodbye.
Finding one convergent pass, finding the other, push forward into the smoke, and something's able to find Ivy.
Ah, itu nggak mati anjing. Bisa tadi siapa?
Gets flushed out. PRX. They commit the ults. They go quickly. They catch Nongshim by surprise. Nothing more for Francis to do. To try to escape.
Sebelah sama.
On the approach will have him outdone.
Nice.
The flick not connecting as we get tied up once again.
He didn't scoop up the op. I was kind of curious if maybe he would think about it, but passes it up. Just a wombo combo here. There's nothing you can do if you're on this site. Literally the convergent pass and the Nightfall cover the whole thing. So Nongshim there, if you're anywhere near the plant spots itself, you're just done, you're cooked. It's okay, finally use those ults, finally get some value out of it, but it's so late. You're not gonna be able to cycle into those again. Now you're gonna have to rely on getting to a pit, using that steel garden, maybe open up some space for you. Good news is you knocked the op out of Francis's hands. He's been really sturdy with it.
And the money just hasn't been good. Haven't been able to build that up. On the entry, lands right there alongside Francis, but he's unable to find that kill. Just a smattering of damage, something down to 70. And immediately, PRX just backing away a bit, cutting the noise. Looks like they still want to try to rescale though.
I like this though. This pause is making Nongshim think they rotated.
Dambi a world away, obviously can join back in very quickly as the Neon. He does have that overdrive. The Francis, he had never moved, so Forsaken, it's an obvious place for him to check. Immediately finds the kill. Steel Garden will just keep them zoned back, stop them from flooding forward for a little bit longer. Well, Paranoia does connect on the 4. This Forsaken says, I don't need vision to send out this pet! And something, gonna find one, RB with 2. Player advantage, however, now gonna be equalized as Ivy. Leads up a kill on to Envy. Lobs in that bite. Looking for some damage. Gets a bit there.
Nggak usah Forsaken, nggak usah aneh-aneh.
Continues X-Ross forward. Flushes them both out. The ultimate's denied. Nongshim. They take themselves up to map point.
Oh, this is just incredible from Nongshim. A great read early here by PRX. They get into the site, they shut Dambi down. It's a 5v3, but RB on the outside of the pit finds 2 huge kills, and it's X-Ross again. Says, yeah, I wasn't here this time to defend it, but it's still my site.
Jing ngeliatin kemana?
They were just so unprepared for
Jing
RB to do
ngeliatin kemana? Kan dua-dua di situ. What the hell?
The back lines. Now PRX.
Info nggak sih? Tadi dua-dua situ nyepam nge-spray. Kok ngeliatin kiri sih Jing anjing?
The pit immediately invested by Ivy. X-Ross there as well, backing him up. Nightfall in hand. PRX early, unable to find the catch. Paranoia dissuades Forsaken from swinging further. RB just playing contain at mid. This might just have them all funnel into Dambi. Tucked away at yard, a judge in hand.
I mean, oh, the Nightfall invested.
Moves out, connects at least onto the Divine. Poison Orb gonna be
Ayo,
chucked forward. So RB just clears the Thorns, repositions. Left side of top mid.
Cek ya.
Staying statuesque, not
Gila
wanting to
Forsaken
make
ngeri banget kayak gitu-gitu mulu dah.
Has the cover of that smoke though. And now we'll slide back across, swing the corner, finds one, Forsaken dead, looks for a hell of a lot more, and something down low, finished! Weapon scooped up, Dambi out like a thief in the
Udah
night.
habis sih.
Says thank you very much for the Vandal.
Nah, kan ke hold lagi kan attack-nya kan. Nggak bisa masuk ya. Dia tadi mau masuknya gitu guys. Udah habis. Kemit. Dia lama banget, nggak tahu mau kemana.
As it is just Divine left. Finds a second, it would have to be an ace clutch. Turns back, RB. The next one to take the fight, Divine, able to win it out. Here's the approach, but the time is getting away from him. 11 seconds remaining.
Waduh, satunya udah dekat.
The Lavin on the snake bite, Divine, nearly dead. And the round is over, the map is gone! Nongshim struggle at the start.
Di comeback apa coba? Ngeselin anjing nontonnya, Cok.
Really impressive stuff from both teams. Showing good understanding, good preparation. But Nongshim's defender's side was masterful.
Obviously frustrations there from the PRX camp, feeling like they should have been able to win this one. But this is far from over. Split is coming up next.
Kacau tag-nya.
We're used to this style, guys.
Yeah, boy.
I think today is either gonna win fast or lose fast, dude. It's same aggressive, dude.
Sometimes we don't even know what we're doing, you know.
Oh my god. Map 2 split. Nah, kalau split sampai kalah, ya. Split sampai kalah udah GG. Nongshim angkat piala udah. Map 3-nya habis, coy. Kalau split sampai kalah. Susah banget buat PRX. Udah enak di awal. Bisa-bisanya ngecok. Kagak bisa masuk banjir. Ini ya VCT 25 mereka turun delegasi ya 25. Oh di pertengahan 25. Oh di stage 2 dia guys. RB pindah ke Nongshim stage 2 nya. Ya, ini masih adaptasi lah. Jadi turun ya. Jadi turun ke Ascension bareng sama Boom kalau nggak salah ya turunnya ya. Apa? Oh enggak, Boom di season ini. Boom di season ini kan dia VCT 25 nih turunnya. Ya Ascension. Boom main di Ascension sekarang. Gimana sih? Gue ngerti deh. Coba Boom. Iya, bareng sama Boom tuh guys turunnya kan. Tuh, bareng sama Boom 25. Nah, cuman yang naik duluan Nongshim. Jadi ya Boom masih main nih. Ascension ini VCL. VCL sama Ascension bedanya apa? Kayak VCL dulu habis itu ntar baru Ascension kayaknya guys. Di akhir-akhirnya Ascension baru penentuan siapa yang bakal naik ya kayaknya. Coba kita lihat. Iya nih kayak grup stage gitu. Ntar di akhirnya kalau di VCT paling atasnya itu Champions, ini Ascension buat naik ya. Boom sih yang bakal naik sih guys. Salah satu gue sih Boom yang akan naik. Terus kalau Pasifik yang bakal turun siapa nih? Kira-kira nih ya. Oh kemarin tuh Farel sama ini guys. Farel sama ini ya. Farel sama Red Force. Ini kan sebenarnya kan Talon nih. Cuman dia pindah jadi full sense partnershipnya. DFM kemarin bagus makanya nggak delegasi ya, nggak relegasi apa sih bilangnya, relegation. Kayak antara Farel sama Zeta sih guys. Satunya tim secret nih bisa jadi ini juga nih. Cuman dengan inian barunya, roster barunya nggak tahu deh. Kayak antara Farel atau Zeta bisa turun nih. Ya kan? Karena paling bawah pasti ntar itu guys di akhir. Udah mulai belum?
Here with Silkanen of Nongshim now. Coach, congratulations on a great start on Corrode, but it seems like PaperX have indeed cracked the code on shutting down your Neon very efficiently until you guys took over in the second half in map 1, of course. But what do you think you need to watch out for in today's series all across the maps that you will be playing, considering the way PaperX was trying to counter you?
상대가 뭔가 저희 네온을 위해서 준비했다기보다는 저희 러시 타이밍을 어느 정도 잘 예측을 하는 것 같아서 저희가 1세트 때 어느 정도 조금 당했다 보니까 다음 세트 넘어갈 때 좀 어느 정도 꼬우거나 하면서 할 것 같습니다.
Well, I don't think it was all about shutting down our Neon. It's just PaperX were able to predict our rush timing really well. So I think given what happened in map 1, heading into map 2, I think we are going to change things up a bit. Thank you very much, Lokanan, and good luck.
Enjoyed the grand finals, folks, but want to know how to get even more Valorant info, perhaps? Well, you can download the Riot mobile app for the very latest esports
ada warnetnya. Ada warnetnya bejir.
All the Riot Games info you could ever ask for is at your fingertips and on the other side of this fancy QR code on your screen right now. And of course, welcome back to our desk here on the other side of the first map in this epic final. We're sure it's going to be. Let's have a look at our HyperX reflex moment quickly from Xros in round number 18. Someone who stood up on defense especially and held it down.
Yeah, we have to talk about Xros, as you're saying, for this defense. It was the name of the game. In so many of these dry peaks that we saw from the side of PaperX, he was on the other side. The youngest player that we had at the tournament, full stop, and also the oldest standing member from the initial roster of this Nongshim squad. So very crazy to see that he's willing to put up the numbers because it was not easy. This map started out very muddy for both teams.
This was a match where I think both teams had a very good read on their defensive side of how the other squad likes to dive. I loved how PaperX was playing close on these smokes, punishing Dombi's pathing, and they locked him out for most of the first half. But when we switched over, it was a great approach from Nongshim as well. I think in particular, they had done excellent prep as to where something likes to path when he's playing this solo waylay. And they almost always had someone in good position to police and force him to refract. And because PaperX is playing this solo duelist, so often they would not have a second player to follow him up. So once that refract and dash is burned, it really limits their options of where they can exec on attack.
I feel like something was always hitting that A-yard position and being forced to pull the plug pretty quickly in those rounds. Curious though to hear what a very frustrated, at least during those coach moments, Alex has to say ahead of map 2 here for PRX.
Down here with Alex of PaperX. Now, Alex, we saw you guys get so much value out of the Vice and the Judge, of course. You guys were able to shut down the Neon from Nongshim very efficiently in the first half. So what made it difficult for you to continue that momentum in the second half?
I mean, we basically just did exactly what lost us the game against AG, and they totally forgot about it, you know. So it's a bit upsetting because I think they can play a lot better. There wasn't anything really specific. I think we just lost the plot a little bit there.
So it was a wake-up call, reminder. Okay, well, best of luck in the next map.
Pretty strong words there from Alex, saying that we've just sort of forgotten the lessons that we've learned on the way here.
I think that this has been the key for many of their matches, right? Losing that first map and actually having to bounce back. I do disagree in some of the things. Obviously, we see the full picture. He has only seen like half of it, but it also has to do with the things that he has been hearing on the server, I assume.
Yeah, certainly so. I think where he's probably targeting a lot of that criticism is around the way they called that attack side. I think that was a PaperX that was slow to adapt. I would have liked to see them realize how much they were struggling on the hard execs and go into more mid-control. Just didn't quite figure that out fast enough. And when they did, Xros was shutting them down. Good news for PRX, though. We had to split a map they've been absolutely excellent on this tournament, where I think they're going to be a clear favorite here.
Yeah, and considering that Nongshim had 2 bans for today, I think that there was the question between, is it going to be split or is it going to be Breeze? Breeze we had not seen from Nongshim in the tournament yet, and we had a lot of tape on the side of PRX, but they decide to leave this split open. As you're saying, if we're speaking about comfort, even if it goes the distance, you have to favor PRX on this encounter.
I do feel like this is the kind of map, though, where someone like Jing is going to be pitted directly against Darby. We're going to get that Neon versus Raze head-to-head here.
Yes, this map really highlights some of the differences in the double duelist comps these teams like to play. For PRX, they have the dive agent of Jing, and also Forsaken, who plays a lot like the dive with the TP. Watch on their attack side the approaches that they have to taking space, not just the side execs, but when they're going for heaven, sending a TP on one side, the Raze satching onto the other. They have so many different variants. They make it very hard for defenders to find the answers. No defensive team thus far at this tournament has, but Nongshim, they had time to prep. They knew this map was coming. Let's see what they got.
Let's get right back into it, folks. Over to you, Achilleos and Paper Thin.
Thank you very much. Already a banging first map, 13-11 the scoreline on that Corrode. And I don't really want to settle for anything less than overtime here on Split.
It was so close on Corrode. I thought we were going to get it. Maybe Devi had something unbelievable in store for us, but just didn't have the time to play with. And I mean, for Nongshim, just able to make those adjustments enough as that first half came through that they could get that fourth round. And now they're going to have a very difficult task here going up against a PRX that has been superb on Split.
One
way
and a kill for Francis.
Hell of a peak. Something dead on the floor to start off this round. Francis wants a little bit more, but Forsaken will
bad start kayaknya.
Trust, however, with the trade up and out of Devi with the trade back, and then Dami gets involved as well. Suddenly a 3v2. Forsaken down to 35 and now dead. Nongshim find themselves another pistol win.
Yeah, it's just a brawl here, but you have that extra player in the mix for Nongshim, and Xros is still hitting.
Iya, rame tiba-tiba. Tadi gue lagi liatin buat lihat TikTok anjing.
It doesn't need to be the Dambi show all the time with this squad. A lot of people
Secret
probably just
hijau.
seeing this neon, seeing the mix-ups and problems that it causes for other teams. But really, you look at Ivy, Francis, Xros, and their ability to be difference makers behind that.
Nggak ada Febri.
A bit of a jump peek here for Forsaken, trying to make some noise. Yeah, just any early damage you can possibly get would be nice, but none to be found there. Devi, get with that Sheriff, this time going to be shut down. Cannot get the better of Xros.
Benah, cuekin aja.
Eliminates him with the Guardian. With a spot on one, something, maybe taking that gate crash, now jumps all the way back over towards spawn, and this is going to be PRX rerouting a bit. Bringing that spike through the sewer.
Trying to sow a little bit of a fake on the other side with the Prowler, but there's nothing to
Udah
back
nggak
up.
ada jam-jamnya deh.
So far forward.
Kapan komen YouTube-nya nongol?
Quick. Not sure if got the spot on the dude there or not. At least able to get the Sheriff over to Forsaken.
Not quite a Caterpillar smoke here. One to try to work their way across that gap. RB going to be struck down, but Ivy finds something. Xros finds Envy. That should just be maybe a bit of a one-by-one they fall, but no. Forsaken re-swing. Able to find one. Dami decides to pull the trigger, and given how low he was, he's able to find the kill. So 3 players alive. Collect up the key weaponry, carry that forward. Nongshim. Start things off 2-0.
Yeah, they're just reading the map pretty darn well right now. And again, with having that neon there to make those quick pivots through mid, it's going to be tough for PRX to maybe get those executes to go the way they want. I think that's why you're seeing some of that early attention in the pistol round paid towards mid. If you can lock that part of the map off, it'll make it a lot more difficult for Nongshim to get the rotations the way they'd like to play them out. This time Dambi all on his own. He's just gonna tuck in.
Menurut abang PRX menang nggak Bang Aksa? Nggak tahu. Kalau map ini kalah, kayaknya nggak menang. Kalau map ini menang masih 50-50.
Layered forward, trying to scale, stop them from collecting this spike and stop them. He has Ivy.
Ini kalau map ini kalah, dah kalah.
What a twist! What a turn of events so
Kalau
far
map ini
here.
menang masih bisa menang.
That C's did connect. Just staying tucked away, but then Ivy finds him immediately off the hunt reveal. A 4K just locking down A main. Nongshim find the bonus conversion.
Now you're starting to have some big concerns as PRX. Ivy there gets the kill, just swings back out and takes out Jing. And then he just goes in with a judge of his own, and then you just smother Divide with utility. The 4K here for Ivy.
Sound like the Pillsbury
Marah,
celebration.
marah.
He did a bit.
The frustration continues for Alex. The suffering for PRX. 0-3 start on split. We were talking about it at the desk.
Ini main di map yang biasa PRX maininnya bagus. Begini, gimana dihabis yang kagak pernah diiniin.
What they're gonna have to draw from, try to get some of that thrifty magic, something that PRX weren't really able to find so far in Corrode.
Just the once, and other than that, there wasn't a lot of that heroics
Map 4-nya apa tadi ya? Map 3 habis, map 4 Alex puasa nggak bang? Puasa dia.
So far,
puasa.
You know, just a simple little thing. You gum up the works on the A main choke, and you just knock PRX out before the round even really begins. So I think here as Alex, you're talking about, hey, you guys have to be more proactive with some of the util, with some of the jump peaks to clear Dombi's angles. I thought they were doing a pretty good job of it on Corrode. I saw a couple times where they were able to jump peek and get the identification that Dombi was in a position to try to play those close angles. This time,
Outlaws in mid. Wall about to fall, the swing out, the shot's whipping from Francis. Opens up a bit of space, but look at Nongshim already corralling back in from both sides. Wanting to contain this position, and X-Ross.
Oke, nge-pick sendiri, nggak apa-apa. Udah biasa. Oke, nice.
And whatever the call was, it was red by Nongshim. Perfectly poised and prepared. They'll lose out on 2, but they will get another round win. 4-0 to start as PRX back into another bye. They so desperately need.
Putting themselves in a position to do something no one else has done is Nongshim, and that's make PRX's attack side weaker than the other team's defender side. To get more rounds than PRX is able to accrue. Oh, the timings here. You nailed it, dude. Like, they're just reading this the whole way. They know this is a mid-push. And that's the way Nongshim wants to play. They want to hit you when you think you're strong, when you have maybe an advantage to take some space. Just smother you with that util. Now it's the operator. On both sides, in fact, something has one. You can see the one in Francis's hands.
Oh iya, something OP dong.
Pre-fire is able to find Jing, but okay, off screen. Bambi gonna be struck down. Jing does eventually fall.
Jing mati. Dapat di mana? Oh, dapat di mid.
Still yet in the mix. There's the spot out. Envy. Quick to collect the kill.
Kanan.
Great balls to the A site now.
Extras lihat sih kayaknya.
That's huge. This opens up a lot of different options, whether you want to go B split or A. You're gonna have a lot of map control.
Seems like PRX relying on that kill to maybe draw some additional attention towards A, but Francis has made the call. No, I can hold this. I have the operator. Decent enough angle, just checks around. Make sure no one's on that exit. Forsaken just watches something struggle with the Prowler.
Forsaken did throw a smoke over to A to try to maybe pull the extra player, but Nongshim's just holding. They haven't moved a muscle for about a minute.
Nice flash.
Connecting X-Ross. Lobbing in that haunt, but it gets cleared. But RB catches a glimpse, and that's more than enough for him to dispatch Forsaken. Approach from Envy here from behind, but his teammates down on the side, losing their lives. Suddenly he's the last one standing. Finds the first, drops down. Sees in position, the time getting away from him, and Francis just Goomba stomps him with a shorty. 5-0 for Nongshim so far on this defense. You see the frustration on the players' faces. You have to imagine it's even worse back in the coaching booth. As Alex has to assess when
PRX nih mainnya nih.
I call that second time
mainnya lama.
I mean, they're
nggak jelas.
Maneuvering on the map really nicely here. Our PRX are just getting outdone.
Tuh. Just go fucking inside, dude. Nah, kan?
Keep X-Ross pinned.
Lama banget anjir masuknya, apa sih?
Were there for Nongshim in terms of just
Bener
one other
katanya
player.
Alex
They can't deal with it.
di apa sih tuh? Di vlog kayak PRX apa di mana ya? Alex marah karena mereka lama masuknya. Jadi keburu siap duluan.
Recollection on this one, Dambi missing the rope. Will get punished for being able to pursue in for that elimination, but RB cuts down his reinforcements. Prowler finds him, as does Francis. He's playing off his teammates Util. 6-0 Nongshim. They are starting to run away with this, and PRX, they need something desperately to occur.
They're just getting beat at every single point. There's nothing that they can do right, and everything that Nongshim is doing right.
Spoiler alert, it's the second timeout call.
Yeah.
PRX have to commit this one in. But PRX, the team, are not the only thing that is 0 and 6 at the moment. Both duelists for PRX are 0 and 6. They have not been able to find a single kill between them.
It's unbelievable. It's hard to fathom. Alex has got to find a way to rally these troops. You know, these players, they've been there, they've done that so many times. They've been in these positions. Are they going to be able to find that mental fortitude to situate themselves back into this map? And they're trying different stuff. They're spreading the map. They're gaining control at times. But in this round, they're just devastated. Yes, weaker weaponry, but you know, Dambi's starting to get a good feel for the game. He's starting to get into the groove there.
Gue belum lihat lagi kill Dambi berapa.
Positioning from Jing perfectly to shut him down with the judge. Don't give that Bucky any hope. You're gonna have a Nightfall. You're gonna be one away from the
IVM itu nggak sih Francis yang nyala?
So this is a very important round.
Tuh kan?
For PRX.
Sama RB juga guys, semuanya sih.
But Nongshim wants to try to deny it. They're lined up right with them at A main.
Crowd still energized, but PRX, they're the ones that need to show that they still have the energy, they still have the focus, the grit, the tenacity to fight their way back into this. But as they try to make something happen outside of A main.
Please jangan takut-takut, jangan takut-takut, please, kayak PRX biasanya. Let's go, please.
Does send him quite far away.
Whoa, this is so risky.
Comeback.
Now going to be spotted, tagged up a bit, slots forward behind the boxes.
Just commit. Oh yeah, please. Come on.
Francis, however, strikes him down. The spike now on the floor, but something down below. He's able to find the first, but he cannot get the transition. Francis still alive, still kicking.
Side kosong.
Still fighting to the nail now. 3v3, Nongshim.
Spike planted.
Oh, Ivy.
Showstopper has to be good
for
PRX. There's an overdrive for Dambi.
No gate crashes. No easy exit for a
Aduh, 4 second bengong anjing.
Missing a timing on that. He's going to try to scale forward, try to find that punish. Had he continued pre-firing the angle, might have been rewarded with a kill, but now instead he's going to be eliminated. Jing will be able to find Dambi, but now Ivy strikes in from garage.
Timingnya.
The time starting to tick. Jing, can he play this out? Finds the first. Ivy dead.
Nice Jing.
That should be the round secured.
Come on.
As Jing comes alive. Finds a Red Bull clutch and gets PRX on the board at long last.
Just barely. And again, you know, I don't know if
ayo sebenarnya jangan ketinggalan jauh lah. 8-4 tapi masih bisa comeback dulu jadi kayak NS ya. 75 apalagi. 6 sama apalagi. Ayo main yang benar. Something kenapa something anjing.
When something was walking into that site, no smokes at heaven. He somehow gets away unscathed, at least for a bit.
Oh well. Yeah, you're gonna be playing those ranges. Paranoia is not gonna be enough to dissuade Dambi. Jing the hero.
Something frustasi nggak disemok. Nice timing.
Able to secure the kill when he has somebody dead to right. Right of the rope from Dambi, keeping it quiet. Sliding forward, looking for the back step with that judge.
Dapat nih Dambi nih Duan.
Shot there, and Dambi He has just stormed the front. Forsaken and something both gone. The spike still a world away.
Dapat lagi Prancis satu.
Cleans up the kill on Envy, finishes what he started. And Nongshim Red Force, they are not allowing for that momentum build, for that confidence to resurface from PRX. They are smothering them out of this map.
It's just incredible. Donby again, just right where he needs to be to shut Jing's entries down. He's got such a good read on where the Raze wants to be. And when he's got a judge there, not much you can do about it when you're mid-air, point blank range. Devi has a pit. Donby the only one here. Swapped over to the Vandal. Is this going to be anything for Devi? No.
Not at all. A 4K for Donby, 7-1. With no lifelines remaining.
Iya udah kalah nih.
Left to their own devices, needing to figure this out on their own.
Nah kan? Begitu coba mainnya. Dikira Mita kagak bisa ditembus kali.
Yeah. It's tough. Not re-clearing that space, or well, they kind of tried
Alex
to,
sudah
but
astagfirullahaladzim.
For them to abandon it. Just going to try to brute force their way through, but
they have to have heard the drop. They have to have suspected there's going to be that judge around the corner. So now having it confirmed, but something, his eyes are trained
berantakan kan mainnya. Something masuknya sendirian doang. Yang lainnya masih ke hold. Pada takut sama jasa Donby.
Francis finds two. Donby sliding forward. Forsaken only good for the first. If you want to play with shotguns, Nongshim are going to win every day of the week.
Again, there just haven't been consistent answers for anyone this year against Nongshim. The shotguns might work a little bit. We saw it on Corrode, but they're kind of just better. Donby is the maestro of the pump weapons. And here we go again. Sees connects, but PRX just too scared.
Yeah, there's nothing to dissuade.
Iya udah. Lempar util, tapi nggak diapa-apain tuh. Pada ngumpet semua udah.
Francis will get punished. A massive overstep, perhaps some complacency and misplaced confidence. He ends up getting punished and now is open the door.
Hilang PD-nya udah. Kagak masuk udah.
They need every single one that they can possibly get. Devi on that late linger. Hearing the bound across from Donby.
Astaga, Jing, kenapa dilepas udah? Plan aja ngasih, dapat itu ngeplan. Masih ada temen lu yang nggak buta kok, anjing.
Arriving in heaven, comes to the rescue. And it is just RP now remaining. Finds the first, looks for the transfer for the second, and he cannot. PRX finally getting a second round, but they need so much more.
No, it takes an overstep from Francis for them to even have a chance to really get through there. And he goes for the big play, pays the price. For a moment, looked like maybe it was going to go awry, but that Nightfall was really well placed, really well timed. It hit Donby, made it so he kind of had to slow down a little bit, couldn't keep running around. So you're going to have that overdrive, but also Francis's ult here. You can see now PRX having to poke and prod a bit more, try to suss out these positions. That high-low is brutal.
Mereka udah ketahuan sih, mainnya something udah sendiri terus udah di B, suka ngelak-ngelak. Udah ketahuan ditungguin.
PRX just following the trail of breadcrumbs.
Pede udah. Nongshim. Udah tau gak akan ada util tuh yang ini. Udah, goodbye.
Overwhelm is found. Forsaken trying to TP around. And Francis again, kind of misplaying it as Forsaken suddenly they're in with a shout. A site completely opened up. He TPs over the screens. Sticks that one. The rest of the team still a ways away. Still plenty of time to work with. Should RB turn back, ride that rope and peek in. Might have been able to find a catch, interrupt them, but now PRX have a very real opportunity. Forsaken both down low, 57 health between the
Okay,
two of them.
Forsaken
Hit, however,
bantuin
available. They might just have to commit that
nge-clearin
in
site ya.
to this post plant. The drop down,
Aware
Ivy
please.
looking for that
Untung
punish.
nggak dapat. Ya Allah.
Spike makes its way over onto the site.
Spike planted.
For now, it seems like they favor their numbers. They like their chances. So the pit going to be saved for the last round, but now Forsaken gone.
Level jangan sampai mati, Fai.
Lowest HP member eliminated,
Nice.
but Devi holds his own. Ivy dead at the elbow. And now it is just RB. Trying to assess where Jing could possibly be now. Spots him, but Jing
Nice.
faster on the draw. Gets the headshot and PRX. They get up to 3.
Well, there's one of those miracles that you needed as PRX. And it's Forsaken's 3K here. Tries the TP behind the box. Should just be dead to rights, but the shorty's there just a little bit off the mark. Leave him with 9 HP left. Devi holding the line, and Jing good for another.
No one can kill me or what?
Not that round. Jing's gonna have a showstopper here for the final one of the half. Big one to
Keep
consider
the fight.
in a big brawl.
Ayo vibe-nya, vibes-nya nggak boleh mati.
They're just going to go crunching into A main. Showstopper going to be drawn out. RB, however, striking first. Something dead. The push forward. Jing looking for a target. Lobs him in his
Aduh,
face.
Jing
And
ulti
Tabby
gituan,
zaps him out of
ngapain
the
coba?
sky. Finds the follow-up. Envy's gone. And Pet be damned. Nongshim do not give them the chance.
They are so well prepared, so well coached, our Nongshim. Every twist and turn, it felt like they had the read. Felt like they had a shout.
Ya, gue tahu kenapa mereka nggak ban split ya.
9-3
Mereka
this
bisa
time.
main split
Nongshim well out in front.
lebih dari
PRX
PRX.
needing the run back. See if they can find the pistol after halftime.
Can I help you, sir?
Here's the bill from the dealership where I got my car, and I'd like you to beat it with a better deal on one of these fine cars.
Not how it works.
Guess you're not as cool as Verizon.
Bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill for a better deal today.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Yo quiero ver dónde están los fans de PRX. Sweet. Wow. ¿Qué fue eso? ¿Y dónde están los fans de Nongshim? Cantamos PRX, PRX, PRX. Muy bien. ¿Y ahora qué tal un Nongshim? Nongshim. Rápido, ¿quién va a ganar? PRX. Nongshim. Los que ganamos fuimos nosotros, todos nosotros. Santiago, grita con el alma.
No local teams in the final. No damn problem for this crowd. Continue to be entertained by the Valorant on stage, but right now, they gotta be hoping for something more out of PRX. This has been a widely flat map of split from them. Only 2 rounds picked up consecutively, 3 overall in that half. Now, needing to believe in the curse, believe that they can bring this back from the brink. Otherwise, Nongshim are very quickly going to find themselves up to match
PRX
point.
harus dapat, harus banget nih
Hope and
dapat
pray that those
pistol
gods
round.
of chaos start to favor you once again as PRX. They're going for a big 4-1 split.
Mereka nungguin PRX nge-push ya.
Favor their chances.
Tapi untungnya PRX nggak
What
nge-push nih.
happened in the previous pistol? They need this one so bad. Nongshim
Yeah,
doing
nge-hold,
something to
nice.
them no one's been able to really
Ah,
do
kan udah mulai
on
nih.
this map. There have to be big concerns.
Udah mulai nih.
They can rally back.
Might be able to find a timing here. Spike being transferred over, but something unable to collect it. Just not been able to find that form, that accuracy that he was putting on display just a mere few days ago.
Nice,
however, we'll find a clean one. It's RB dead. Spike recovered, something still fishing for it, looking for it, but
aduh, Ivy dapat
managed to slide
Forsaken.
away. Now escorting the Spike over to the A site, which has been opened up. It's Forsaken Bell.
Envy.
30 seconds left.
Momentless here. Both sides. The post plant, the retake. And now Envy gone as well. Divide a challenge and
Nice,
to win it.
Defy.
Another belter of a shot from the Sultan. It needs so much more. Something caught. Dropping down to his death. 6 feet under. Jing now dancing around elbow. Is just overwhelmed, outnumbered, and outdone.
Apa sih anjing?
Another pistol in Nongshim. Now up to double digits.
Nggak jelas banget mainnya.
It's rough right now for PRX. I mean, something here had opportunities in that round to do some damage and really didn't do anything, and just dropping into the site by himself. And look at the way that they're constantly maneuvering. Dombi there at the very end as well with that little bait switch. Make sure that even if Jing hits a good shot on him with the Sheriff, he has that clear from heaven to clean it up. All the little things that Nongshim do is giving problems, and there is no buy up here. No force from PRX.
It's one Sheriff and then a bunch of half armors, but there's an outlaw in the hands of Francis. So he could still absolutely cook them with this. They're going to try to do this high-low. There's one gone, but he will still fall. Envy at ramp, able to finish the job. Love the scale forward, grab that weapon. Looks like that's exactly what Forsaken is going for.
Ivy already scooped it up.
Oh, no, you're right. Yeah, quickly collecting it, keeping it out of the grasp. Ivy at risk of maybe being intercepted, but seems to have a read on it, slowing down as he approaches towards Ramen. Defy has been all reliable with this Sheriff, but until they can clear him,
Ya, dibaca loh sama Ivy.
that leaves just
Ditungguin.
something in Envy to their own devices back on the site.
This has to be dry here. They use a smoke.
Smoke to come through. The 1-2 push. Looking for the shot. Forsaken drawing the attention. Gets that outlaw after all. But that was still critical time bought for Nongshim. PRX need to make a go of this right here, right now. Shot connecting on the down. He takes him down to 10. But Ektross again finds 2. And RB cleans up the remainders. 11-3. A decent cheeky go of it there from PRX. But it's not enough to find the Thrifty.
Nongshim.
Even getting one there, not bad at all for Francis. And again, taking that gun away, even though it ends up in the hands of Forsaken, still got huge advantages. As Nongshim able to just double up and make sure that that flank doesn't find any purchase. And the big purchase coming through. Judge for Envy, Judge for Forsaken for PRX. So a couple of those half armor buys that they invested in the previous
Mentalnya
round.
habis duluan nih.
They're gonna prove
Pressure-nya gede lagi grand final. Tuh kan Envy udah gitu mainnya.
Hitting at all. Walls falling, the spot out onto something. It will just be the two players going their separate ways. Ivy tucks back, watching for that potential flank that will not come through. The clone to the corner, the poison orb delaying this approach down ramp. They're being held at bay as Ivy is right here on the corner. The push forward into the second, into the fourth. Ivy absolutely decimating. Now looking for an ace.
You know where he's at.
Stuck here around the corner. They're going to try to play him in. The shot's ringing out. Looking for the swing. And Ivy will have it! His first global stage! His first grand final! And he has got an ace to take Nongshim up to map point!
This is disgusting work from Ivy. Tucks into the corner, and by the time PRX realizes it, it is far, far too late. Good guy teammates there, teeing him up, and he's standing up What a feeling this must be right now. The Ascension
Comeback bang 3-2 kalau bisa.
on the cusp of
Next
going
map
up
habis.
2-0.
And it's a statement that I didn't really ever think that I'd make, but he's got 18 extra
Oh, Heaven habis-habis Heaven iya. Kalau bisa menang di habis sih keren sih.
Not been able to find his groove, and that is going to continue. Just cannot catch a break. Can't buy a kill at this point.
Udah PRX sudah nggak bisa ini lagi.
Will fall. Decent fight back here from PRX.
Udah kagak bisa time out.
Do not want this map to come to an end. Who do not want for Nongshim to get that 2-0 lead to put them in the position where they have to reverse sweep. And so far in this round, so good.
Yeah, just
not quite.
Almost. Safer if you do it over here.
Yep, the shorter wall.
Yep.
There you go. If you were Mata, you probably could have made it over the top.
That's true, yeah.
Zarbi still trying to make this painful, but he won't be able to. Divide, able to hold his own. Francis, his position absolutely known and heard.
Gila, something 116 guys, lihat apa?
Can he take anybody down with him? He is completely surrounded. About to have an old boy style fight here in the hallway, but it doesn't last very long. PRX fight back for a fourth, but they need 8 in a row to get this.
Somethingnya lagi nggak inform, anjing. 116 cok, mainnya nggak kayak kemarin-kemarin cok. PRX-nya.
No armor.
Somethingnya juga nggak kayak kemarin-kemarin.
Glass cannon. He's able to connect. Almost no cigar for Francis on the initial attempt, but he eventually gets it out of there, and stabilization of sorts here. This Outlaw is only going to hit one player for one tap, but something has been willing to take it, find those double taps. Right now, it's a mid push-up. Jing and Devi trying to play off of each other. Goes Dambi.
Paranoia across. Dambi needing to turn back, but it will be Francis to that second layer to come to the rescue. Now Jing gone. X-Ross finds Forsaken.
Udah
and
nih
in the
GG.
blink of an eye, there's just 2 members of PRX left standing. Envy and something to try to work a miracle. As the pit blooms and it cycles them into one singular position. Just an alley approach available. Francis still willing to fight forward. The swing in, he finds the first. Envy will fall. 13-4. Outstanding from Nongshim as they kick off this final 2-0. One more map, and they will be crowned the champions of Master Santiago.
It just keeps going. Can they do it? Map 3 is Abyss. We've never seen PRX on it.
They have to show it now, and they have to find the win.
It's more than a game. It's a world-shaped for fans. And our mission is to elevate that world by building technology that creates moments that last forever. That's why we're joining forces with the Valorant Champions Tour to transform how fans experience live events on the global stage.
Oh, anjir, pisaunya keren juga.
Almost as if there's like they're crossing the line just so aggressively and looking for that fight. It's almost as if there's like they're crossing the line just so aggressively and looking for that fight.
How could I ever close my eyes as they silence sins? They try to take me down with their violence. Oh, they go back in. Flashes in and down goes Knights.
The hell is that, guys?
The human body was built to move. Not trapped at a desk in one singular posture for 12 hours a day. It's time your chair evolved. This is Secret Lab Titan Evo. Ergonomically engineered for you, gamers, hybrid workers, artists, backing your every move.
He's hunting down that title.
The time to write the next chapter in the esports history books is finally here.
13-4. Korot disia-siakan sampai PRX anjing. Udah 8-4 bisa-bisa comeback. Oke, kayaknya bakal kalah 3-0. Di wipe out abis ya, Mak.
Hi guys, how are you? I'm here with Sassy, co-streamer for this amazing event. And now Sassy, I just want to know, how has it been co-streaming every match with all the fans back there being really loud?
Oh, it's insane. I feel like this Masters really hit it different, you know what I mean? Like, somehow, I know why, because there are a lot of teams, of course, but like we have the similarities with Brazil, Chile, all the crowd, like they have so much energy, so it's really entertaining. They don't care which team's playing, right? Because they are cheering for everyone, so it's even hard to know like what to predict when they're like shouting who they're cheering for. So I really appreciate it from the fans because it makes the show more entertainment than ever.
Definitely, it's that Latin power that we all know. Locking was the same, it was amazing, but now I want to ask predictions for today. Who's going to win and how's going to be the count?
You know, I got it right yesterday. I said it was 3-1 PRX, and I will go with the same way, 3-1 PRX. First best of 5 from NS on a grand final Masters, so I feel like it's going to be the second title for PRX.
Ooh, that's going to be interesting. Let's see if that happens, but back to you guys.
Please, ayo ya. Invi jangan kena mental. Something juga jangan tilting ya. Tuh gue udah tahu banget tuh Invi udah kena mental, udah begini-begini terus. Mainnya udah mulai kacau juga. No utility. Gak bener. Pokoknya dah mainnya gak jelas anjing. Utility usage-nya segala macam. Mainnya kayak di sendiri. Something juga masuk sendiri. Gak ada apa-apa. 1-16. Udah pasti dia tilting. Santai dulu, chill dulu, tarik napas, tenangkan pikiran ya, something Invi, oke. Kalau for second gue yakin dia masih ada passionnya, dia pengen kayak gue nggak boleh kayak gini, dia aus akan kemenangan. Davai juga gue tahu tenang, Jing juga pasti masih oke aja kalau dia. Gue rasa something sama Invi nih, Invi mentalnya si kena tadi ya guys ya. Makanya dia harus tenang nih. Kalau something sih mungkin masih ada rasa semangatnya juga, masih belum fokus banget, cuman dia tilting pasti guys. Something lagi main Apex, pantesan anjing.
Getting to go into executes, showing different pathing for that. They're excellent. So what Nongshim did was utterly disrupt them. These first two rounds, the pistol and the bonus in particular, were such a great example of
pagi-pagi main
Apex. Is playing incredibly confident, who has their individuals in peak form, but who also has great prep as to what their opponent's strengths are.
Pagi-pagi main Apex, PRX, nah gitu maksudnya. PRX nih menang nih PRX, gitu.
Yeah, it is looking grim for PRX. There's never been a reverse sweep on the global stage. They'd have to do something historic.
We have, though, some special guests on the floor ahead of Agent Select. So let's head down to the arena with Anna Donlan, Leo Farrier with Belina.
Hi guys, I'm here with Anna Donlan and Leo Farrier because we want to know some things. Estamos aquí con Ana Donlan y con Leo Farrier también porque les queremos hacer unas preguntitas sobre lo que ha sido este evento en Master Santiago. So I actually want to ask both of you. You have taken Valorant events all over the world, but I want to know first from you, Ana, what has stood out from this event specifically?
I mean, everything here has been so amazing. I've been shaking since I got here. It's so loud. Everyone is so beautiful and so lovely. And the only thing I really want to say is, Chile es la buena buena!
That's amazing. Y bueno, hablando un poquito también de la respuesta, dice que desde que llegó acá está simplemente temblando. No puede creer todo lo que está pasando, el ánimo de la gente, que ha sido realmente una experiencia increíble y que definitivamente ustedes, todos los que están acá en este venue, han hecho eso pasar. Now, Leo, I want to know what has stood out for you specifically this event.
Look, it's been so incredible to be here. As you all probably know, I'm Brazilian. I grew up in Brazil, and I am ashamed to say this is my first time in Santiago in Chile, and this city is incredible. We've been enjoying our time here so much. You see, every time we go to a city, we hope fans will show up, but we have been amazed. We had high expectations, but you have really amazed us. It's incredible. We are, by the way, trying to change our sport in a way that allows us to travel more. We know this is only our first time here, but we want to come back, and we promise to come back if you promise to come back. So thank you all very much. We appreciate you. We know you love Valorant, and we're very happy to be able to be here and show some love back to all of you.
Definitely, that's the Latin vibe we got going on here. Bueno, Leo comenta que obviamente él es brasileño, es de Brasil, sabe todo, también la energía que hay dentro y que es la primera vez, de hecho, que está en Santiago, pero que definitivamente los han impresionado. Están todos volviéndose locos, pero que definitivamente ahora quieren estar haciendo que el Valorant pueda llegar a más lugares para que todos puedan ver y presenciar lo que son estos eventos. Y obviamente, si lo hacen posible, siempre están esperando de que la gente llegue al venue, de que vengan a ver los partidos. Y si ustedes, todos los que están acá y en casa, lo hacen posible, puede ser que vuelva a pasar algo por acá. Así que muy interesante, los veo muy emocionados. But now, I heard you have a little message for our audience here in house, right?
All right, look, we heard that you're loud, so we want to check if that's true. Are you ready, Anna? 1, 2, 3. G, G, G! G, G, G! ¡Viva Chile!
¡Viva Chile! ¡Qué increíble es tenerlos acá! Ana, thank you very much. Leo, thank you very much too. This is really perfect. We love it. Y ahora nos vamos a ir directo a la partida de ese Agent Select. We're going to our Agent Select because we have this map. So let's get in there. I want to hear you all for this Agent Select.
Utter pandemonium here in the Espacio Riesco, but it feels like amidst all of it, Non-Shim Red Force are pulling the strings. Up 2-0. Now we're headed to a map that we have not seen from PRX at all this year.
They're perma-banned, and it has to come up when elimination is on the line, when they would have to start a reverse sweep if they want another trophy. The question is, what comp do they go for? And it's an interesting one, picking the Vice into this map, going away from double control. It's been so popular.
Yeah, I mean, everything is on the side of Nongshim for this one, pulling out the harbor also on their side.
Yeah, I think it is really interesting. I mean, obviously, gonna just hover that one and consider to change that back over to their normal composition. But I think a comp where it is a Waylay and a Yoru, those two are so good at bypassing Vi's utility. You have Omen TPs as well. I think it's actually gonna be kind of tough to get defensive value with that agent.
I think it's going to be difficult for PRX because, yes, the Vi, I think, is going to shine on the defense. They got to get alive there. As you said, Mimi, we have never seen in a global final a reverse sweep. So now PRX has to do the impossible to get their second trophy. And Nongshim has all the momentum on their side for turning around that Corrode when they were down 3-8 to get in that split, jumping into this abyss.
Let's get you into map 3. It's do or die for PRX. Let's Non-Shim Red Force run. Rough shot over them. Over to you, Achilleos, and paper thin.
PRX.
About the impossible task here in front of PRX.
Yoru, Waylay,
has never pulled off a reverse sweep
Omen,
on the global stage, but PRX
Sofa,
were the first
Vice.
team to pull off a reverse sweep in a best of 5 in VCT.
Okay.
This is now the biggest one of all.
Omennya bisa sieging, bisa si 4 second, Waylay-nya bisa sieging, bisa 4 second. Enggak, Waylay mah something. Berarti
I mean, you have to have huge question marks right now about what's going to happen in this map, especially
Waylay-nya bisa 4 second, bisa something, bisa 4 second, bisa jing. Yorunya bisa. Makan bener, jing Omen 4 second Waylay.
They take so much map space. They're constantly trying to press your extremities, trying to find those extra layers behind you.
Hampir
So good about
mirror
taking mid
pick.
control, and that's something they do.
Cuman beda Sentinel dong.
A lot of times it's Ivy. It's going to be the one tasked to do that. Paper Rex going for a 1-4 split. Looking for the aggression, but they're misreading where it might come from. And are they even going to be ready? This is so quick from Nongshim.
Aduh, no trap lagi.
In the back, Francis now striking front of the first. Jing
Jangan balik. Something sih. For second nggak bisa balik sih. Nah kan, balik deh.
Something now gone. Invi only able to find the one. Devi.
Udah ketahuan.
Scratching his head, wondering what the hell happened. Finds one. RB down to a single tap. A stiff breeze would kill off the zone.
Mainnya aneh guys.
Both very
Mite dibiarin kosong.
Devi tries to make a go of it, but will fall.
Mite dibiarin kosong.
Continue to be dominant.
Gak ada ngatin mid-nya.
They're just
B-nya diliatin tapi mid-nya nggak diliatin.
So many twists and turns. And this one is just a
free
push up through mid. No util there. No bodies there.
Udah, something ngatinnya kiri.
Jing finds out the hard way.
Hindari setnya maju.
Devi tries
Udah GG.
Just can't do anything at that point.
Bikin kesel aja sahur-sahur.
Nongshim here.
Wah, ya gue silat juga nih.
There is going to be a Marshall pickup. Devi did grab it.
Francis has one of his own. He's shown how deadly he can be. Devi similarly is going to be able to find a kill, and Invi holds his own. Double Marshall now in the hands of Paper Rex with a player advantage.
Dadah.
Dadah
something.
Would be such a fantastic start. Something, however, pushing forward into sight.
Oh, dadah.
Had his work cut out for him. Completely unfavored in that regard. Like now to be collected. Looks like Paper Rex just going to try to commit forward onto this B site, deal with Dambi.
You got to shout. You got those two marshals. So if you can suss his position out early, he still has a saturate to slow you down.
Mati sih sama Dambi.
Let's get tagged up there.
Dambi
Has to drop below.
Nice banget.
Cracks out.
Saturate. Set up Invi caught the spike now on the floor. The double swing now. Double face with those marshals, and Devi able to find another. Some space opened up.
30 seconds left.
Drone out over the top. Has to be cleared. Eliminated. And Invi on the swing, finding one. Jing now. Not known for his sniping, but still comes up with a solid shot to start it. So that second, one bullet left. He will not be able to make it connect. Damage dealt for sure.
Lumayan mahal.
But Nongshim still come out on top. 2-0 to start off Abyss.
There's glimmers of hope for Paper Rex. Dambi so clean here in that saturate. Devastating. Invi trying to scale forward. Hell of a shot from Jing. Just too many layers there. Jing at least trying to stay positive, has a smile.
Keep the fight.
Trying to rally the
Don't let it down. Okay? Just have fucking fun.
That's the key player for me right now. Gotta find impact. Was just woeful on split.
No matter what. Okay?
So good for them.
Yeah, come on. Bodo amat, oke? Jangan pikirin menang atau kalahnya ya. Oke, kita having fun, nikmatin.
Yes, the rest of Paper X can be there to pick up the pieces, but Nongshim
nikmatin show-nya ya, tapi seenggaknya ya jangan kalau mau kalah juga jangan 3-0 lah. 3-2 aja nggak apa-apa. Biar kita lihat semua mapnya dimainin ya. Gue pengen mainin Paper X anjing. Ini menangin, ntar menangin juga. Nah, disadarnya biar baru di map 5 biar seru. Biar seru show-nya ya. Ketahuan semua tuh gila. Info banyak banget tuh, 3 orang ketahuan posisinya. Oke, something bisa kabur. Nice. Jing loncat. Nice.
They come out on top, they fight back, they deny the bonus conversion, get themselves on the board.
Seeing some good reads from Paper X in this round. Devi watching mid the whole time. He's been so stalwart for them today.
Nice.
Jing again, big as well. Saw this on Corrode, but they need to keep it up. And Devi checking those tendencies. Again, Nongshim going to push the map, going to look for those extra angles onto you. And even though NRG knew about it, they had a tough time dealing with it. Change up of the trip position. A little bit further back, looking to absorb some of that B hit pressure. Play off of that confusion, that chaos that will be caused by that Cypher util if PaperX walks towards it. Look at how deep Francis
What
already
the
is.
fuck, berani buat something anjing. Ketek lagi anjing.
He's so far forward. Does keep
crash
him back.
back the tower. Clear the camera.
Kehit
Now
lagi
trying to find an
anjing.
opener.
80.
Just to give the angles. Double dash,
Oke,
Forsaken.
Forsaken berani.
His way closer. Ping
Forsaken
revealed.
berani.
Spotted out. Some stray shots.
Udah
Think
stop
gonna
invi.
put him down to
Ntar malah
70,
yang ke
but
spam.
still going to be standing. Still able to fight. Divide, the one disconnected off site. Unable to utilize the steel guard from this
nggak jadi
position. And
nice.
now, Francis and Ivy, one apiece. Francis being corralled from the side, but Ivy has the covering fire. Keeps the Euro in the mix. They fight for to find something.
Udah tuh Invi udah kena mental guys.
To his demise.
Invi udah kena mental, nembaknya udah nge-wave.
Continuing to not allow for PaperX to ramp up, to get that momentum, that wind in their sails.
And they're just so on point. Again, having that early info, having the TP to make this their strong side. The patience, give up a little bit of space. You have so much of that Cypher util to give you the no and the how.
Chill Alex, chill.
They just can't fight forward. You could
Just
see some of the
trust your
struggles here,
boys,
never having played
okay?
this map on a stage this year. PRX just looking just enough off kilter. You have Envy's ult, you have Devi's ult, but 3 big ones for Nongshim as well. Convergent paths,
Udah
dimensional
split ya
drift,
PRX akhirnya
neural theft.
dipecahkan sama Nongshim guys anjing. Korotnya pun juga.
Spot there for something, gets a tag at the very least.
Something udah kill belum?
Puts RB.
Satu,
Yeah.
oke.
You're just looking for answers. Now you're going to send in Forsaken to try to hold down mid.
Jangan biarkan something tilting, ayo. Semoga something bisa menyala.
Thing is there and Forsaken outdone, caught completely by surprise. Meanwhile, Tambi, a clean one tap to find something there in window. And Francis is just gone completely unnoted. They've given up this space. The PaperX are so frazzled, they're so scattered, that they just cannot keep track. Jing able to find the double pump. Francis dead, but now he is all alone. The dash forward, the saturate connecting as he slowly drips to his
Positioningnya nggak
demise.
jelas semua guys. Bener-bener nggak
Nongshim
jelas.
are and have been out for blood this entire series so
Bener-bener
far.
casement
And they
anjing.
are bleeding PaperX dry.
It's just
MMK anjing, MMK momen-momen casement anjing.
space, and then you get the ping reveal, and Francis is in a perfect position to punish. PaperX pumps the brakes, pauses the time, and Alex is going to have to give one of his best yet. It's been great with the timeouts. I mean, often PaperX is coming out of them and either winning the follow-up round or winning the round after the eco if they're in one. There's a little bit of a look from Seoul, it looks like. That's Sam Ryans.
Yeah.
That's in Itaewon. I know that place.
I had a friend say, hey, you going to be at this thing? I was like, well, no. He's already casting it. Let's take a look, though, at the Coinbase win condition. It's once again called ahead of a thrifty attempt for PaperX, which they've really only been able to get one off the
Invi,
ground.
chill, okay?
But compared to what we were seeing at the start
Chill
of that road when they were running
and be
away with that
confident,
opening half,
okay?
everyone was firing
Just
on all
look at
cylinders.
4
Everyone
seconds.
was hitting their shots.
05
is very much scattered
tapi
across the
dia
team
tetap pede.
with who is able to do what. Forsaken himself,
Okay.
currently struggling to find that first kill.
But it's the same thing we saw in Corrode, where your double duelists are having 0 impact on your attacker side. I mean, this is extremely concerning. It just has to turn around. What else can you say? It has to.
Yeah.
And here they go. Look at this. They're right in the mid. They know that this is a huge problem. So they commit a lot of resources, but so much patience.
Francis, nice little how do you do. Outlaw looking for the follow-up shot. Pulls back around the corner, can get that reload across. Meanwhile, Devi tagged to 60 by RB in mid.
Oke, kayaknya bakal mati satu orang. Oke, nice untuk nge-tag. Oke, nice. Beberapa skill yang gak guna dikeluarkan. Ya. Nice.
But that's it. Just the one. The one kill, the one round. All that PRX have been able to get so far.
Oke, kayaknya timeout tidak akan berimpact apapun ya, karena bisa dilihat dari pistol run pun juga masih berantakan. Walaupun pistol run cuman kelihatan lah berantakannya.
Is on point with reading this macro. He knows exactly what PRX is thinking and what they want to do round over round. This has to be it for PRX. They have to turn it right here, right now with these ults.
Ya, mereka PD ninggalin B-nya. Mereka berarti PD sama retake B-nya. PD berarti mereka tuh. Apa karena Dambi punya ulti kah tadi? Oh iya, punya ulti sih dia tadi. Makanya mereka pengen retake B.
Feeling it on this map, that's for sure.
One hell of a heater. Second now, able to find one.
Dapat satu lumayan.
Envy, similarly. Jing setting up that paranoia. But X-Frost just holds down M1. He anticipates his movements. And he finds him blind.
Envy. Chill, man.
Cleared Envy, known. Frantically trying to sprint away, maybe a pump fake. But either way, Nongshim.
Please info.
Scaling in. Working their way behind him. Ring around the rosy here, perhaps Minot jumps across the opposite side of mid and will look to try to get this planted at B. Envy has been monstrous for PRX in making it this far at the tournament.
Please, lebih cepat.
Can he find
Envy,
that prowess?
mereka di belakang lu, mereka nge-flank.
That clutch.
Mereka nge-flank, please expect.
It's the backside. Plant now to come through, double approach from main. Recon shots all available. Envy looking first, but he's
kelihatan dua-duanya.
Tucks back away from the recon. RP ready to swing.
Nice.
Envy manages to strike. The regen shield pushing him back up, reinforcing his health. But has the turn, has the kill.
Kenapa nggak nge-hold aja?
Again, I mean, Envy tries his darndest, but you have so many ults in this round, and you don't use a single one as PRX.
Dua angle sih, jadi emang harus.
It just feels like their mental's gone. It just feels like they're frazzled. They don't have answers. They don't know what to do on this map. You know, sometimes you could come through and surprise opponents, like we saw with T1 last year in Bangkok. But
X-Rose gila mainnya di situ, coba pinter banget.
No, they're not.
Udah diem dulu di situ, biarin dia yang maju.
The dismay of the fans. They want a series. They want to see PRX be able to push this, to give them the
Gila, timeout lagi, coy.
Some solid entertainment. Stop this from being a 3-0 blowout. And it might very well come down to this right now. Coinbase win condition, the final timeout call on this map for PRX and potentially of the entire tournament.
Lagi-lagi 6-1 sama kayak di split ya. Apakah bisa PRX menyamakan kedudukan di 6 sama? Atau mungkin 7-5? Atau mungkin 8-4? Atau mungkin 9-3 dan yang terburuk 11-1? Let's see.
He absolutely does. There's no doubt about that. Hardly was coming into this tournament, and they very quickly got brushed aside. 7-1-2 at the moment. Crowd will count us down. It's PRX, another buy. 5 ultimates to try to utilize. Virgin Path's going to be sent over towards tower. No one at home. Dash in, Forsaken, dead. RP finds him. That might have even been before the cam reveal. I think he just caught him. Clone going to be found now. Backpedal Ivy frantically trying to get away, but X-Ross with that Hunter's Fury is able to find a second. Envy and Ching both gone. Something doubles up the kills. Running just the one shot, but the spike still needs to be recovered. The drone to check forward doesn't clear the corner. And it's just a hair off. It's just right above the head. Something cannot find X-Ross. He picks up another 3 kills, and RB has the finisher. And it looks like PRX are completely out of gas, completely out of ideas, and completely out of hope.
They're flattened. Nothing left to say. He just watches him go through, could just tell RB, yeah, he's going up ropes. And then the ping reveals there, oh my God. What a catch for X-Ross.
He's playing insane.
He is, and it's gonna take everything just on the players now for PRX. Finally gonna invest the Dimensional Drift here. Try to use it to get a Hunter's Fury to connect, but Tombi's just jumping around.
Just cannot track him down. Looking for the exit and something. Fallen. Francis forward, finding Envy in window.
Udah siap ya dia. Ini ya, dia mau masuk lagi ke side. Lagi ada Cypher ya. Yep. Selalu ngecok di final. Ya.
Nongshim can do no wrong. And PRX can do no good.
It's just everything they try is thwarted. The individuals for Nongshim are certainly at championship level, and there's a reason, folks, they haven't dropped a single series yet this year.
Udah pede banget Nongshimnya juga mainnya.
And they look to be that first Ascension team to claim a championship. They are so well on their way right now. PRX doing a little bit of mid-exploring, a scuffed Vi here, a hero rifle for Devi, a Guardian for something, a couple Sheriffs, Jing with the Bandit. Jing's ult, the only one left here. You've cycled through them and you can't find a damn thing.
Okay,
Taking on this Waylay. Dashes in.
Oh, what a read! What a read! Ivy just drops down, finds a neural theft.
No backup, no apapun, udah ultinya di sini, habis itu nggak ada apa-apa lagi. Nggak ada yang bisa dilakuin, nggak ada yang mau ngelakuin apa juga nggak jelas. This is GG, okay? This is GG.
Falls to the wayside. 9-1.
They're better in every respect. They're so aware. Ivy here, just ready for that TP spot.
Pings it as soon as he goes for it.
Yep. Then they have all that control, all that awareness off of
Bahkan flanknya nggak punya trap apapun, anjing.
Hits Devi as well. They've got a player watching for something as he swings to go back towards the jump. It's just so good. The way that this team has been prepared is incredible, and you just have to tip your cap to their coaching staff.
Right now, glass cannon for Devi.
Wait,
fairly empty piece side. Crunch attempt from Nongshim ends up being a misread.
Gak punya wall, dia belinya ini anjir.
Get this spike planted. Pop flash going to be sent down. Ivy going to be taken down, and now
armor.
PRX looking decisive in this round.
Oh,
X-Ross unable to find a follow-up, and that leaves just Dambi. 1v4, the opportunity to get the jump. Eventually won't find it. From down below will keep Envy alive. And it is a much needed round for PRX, but the best they can hope for yet again is a 9-3 half.
Yeah, this time their answer is to just remember that there isn't much paint left on those W keys on the keyboard. Let's put it to good use. Devi wins a big battle in mid there too, and then they just storm forward together. Tombi tries to find one, but not able to do it. Who's got some other good call here for PRX? Just trying to sell a little bit of a fake towards B, it looks like. Here goes Forsaken.
Barely able to escape. France is not going to be able to find a punish from this
Where
angle.
the fuck is your
PRX continuing to start to find these reads. The last 2 rounds work their way forward into these emptier sites. B still here.
Itu baru taruh, anjing itu ngeri banget tuh kalau tadi sampai dapat 1. Babi.
Shock dart just a hair off. That one will get a touch of damage on the Envy.
Oke, nice plan.
Looks to try to zone them back.
Dia agak pinggir ngeplannya jadi nggak kena shock dart ya. Nice. Tawan plannya.
Diving forward, landing right in behind Envy. Takes Ross to find 2, but Forsaken to buy 1 apiece in response. 3v3 of the post plant. RB off to a wider angle. They're not spamming him. X-Ross on the counter spam has it! And they just hold the defuse! 10-2! Nongshim! They want this done! They want PRX 6 feet under!
There are no answers for this team right now. Hard to imagine that PRX has anything left in the tank.
We'll have to start from the pistol. We'll see if they can find it or if Nongshim continue to be excellent when we come back after halftime.
Coba tapi ganti peci. Enggak bisa. Peci gue hilang, nggak tahu kemana. Coba kedepanin kali ya gini. Gini deh gini. Jadi boboiboy topan. Ya semoga PRX comeback ya biar ada seru dikit gitu nontonnya ya. Anjing gue bodo amat dah NS yang menang. Tapi seenggaknya inilah show-nya ayo dibuat seru. Masa kebantai kagak seru banget anjing. Blok. Enggak ada seru-serunya, enggak ada intens-intensnya. Mainnya enggak bagus, mainnya jelek.
It feels like right now, even if PRX had all of the energy of this crowd within their 5 players on
Which
stage,
team
it would
will
still
win the
not be
NS?
enough
Bisa ngevote gak sih
to
gua?
dissuade, to push back, to stave
100%
off
NS.
Nongshim Red Force. This has not been a display of
Udah
peak
amat yang menang
valor
PRX
between
PNS
these
tapi
two
seenggaknya.
teams. But it has been a display
Ayolah,
of
kasih
damn
ininya
near
lah.
perfection from Nongshim.
Show-nya lah. Dibikin seru, jangan kebantai gini, cok. Mainnya jelek begini mah nggak seru nontonnya. Udah amat yang menang siapa? Soalnya masih dua masih apak ya, masih Pasifik. Jadi bodo amat yang menang siapa. Gue kesel tuh, PRX mainnya jelek banget anjing. Nggak seru jadi nontonnya. Kalau kalahnya kalah intens kan jadi kelihatan tuh. Dua-duanya benar-benar full power. Kalau Nongshim yang menang juga jadi ya, emang lebih jago.
He'll be able to spot the head, finds the shot. Ivy now gone. Key advantage and a key pistol that PRX cannot afford to lose.
Masa gue nggak ada tontonan sahur guys anjing.
Trying to keep PRX's interests tied over there. Meanwhile, Forsaken catching the rotations. So PRX can begin their own. France is still here. Base now doubled up. Forsaken will be able to find another. 3v5, Nongshim bringing the spike across, ready to get the plant, but PRX are in pole position. The flood retake.
Nice.
Sammy now down. X-Ross able to find one, continuing to try to do wonders here for the team. Finds the second, looks for that third. He takes him so very low. But a couple kills elude him, and PRX, they managed to persevere.
But it was desperately needed. And a really good mid-round call here by Forsaken to gather the reinforcements, to catch that extra player. The early lurk, well-timed. But this right here, they get some extra guns to deal with Francis. That gives them a huge 5v3 advantage, which they kind of ended up needing. Still some signs of life.
Double anjir, bajunya dingin berarti sono.
Feels like it's in fibrillation for
Tapi
PRX.
tangannya dikipasin anjir biar nggak keringetan. Kagak beku apa? Kagak dinginan jadi kaku.
Shim wants to seemingly get pretty aggro right into this outlaw. That dart though doesn't clear him.
Nice.
Something able to find the first shot, cannot connect with the second. Does back away. X-Ross is grabbing up the orb. Vice wall right around the corner is the Vice. Himself is Devi. So waiting for this push. Ivy would love to have him swing into him. Barrel stuff with that bandit. Devi might just be giving him that opportunity, and he has. Ivy has the kill, and now the Spectre in hand. Francis still hovering around A main as Forsaken. He ends up getting red! Played it too patiently, and X-Ross cleans him up with the classic. Suddenly Nongshim, the player advantage, the plant to come through. Francis potentially getting caught. Spot on the Jing. Looks over it, in towards the window. Something also there, but Ivy still fighting. That Spectre put to good use. Francis fighting his way out of a corner. Jing gone. And suddenly there is just nothing more for something to do. They will not give him the chance. They will not give him the opportunity. They will not give him the mercy.
It's just relentless. There's no stopping them. They have every read right here. He checks below. I mean, their mental is incredible. The discipline that they are showing. Checking every twist and turn, every corner, every possibility. Again, the understanding of negative map space.
It's the most casual fist bump between two coaches in a grand final that I have ever seen.
How good this must feel for Silkanon after having to grind through Ascension 2 years in a row to get here. Sungmin joining with him. Yeoman as well, a former player, joins the staff, and they have just got these guys on another level, on another planet.
We're fracked out. Dambi not going to be suffering that much damage. Just down at 79. Is now the
Udah, goodbye Forsaken.
Forsaken eliminated RB's hammer to with a nice shot. Will be able to find Ivy. Quick little pause. Not exactly where you wanted to go. But this ended up just being a brilliant fake. Either way, Dambi finding Envy, something gone. Devi eliminated.
Yeah!
Jing, the last one standing, saturated, dead. Dambi has 3, and Nongshim have match point.
They're indomitable.
Nggak ada, sama aja.
They do everything right, and all Alex can do is shake his head. He knows where this is at. Oh, Dambi.
Gue tahu di dalam hati PRX juga udah nggak ada no hope. Udah nggak berharap menang mereka. Soalnya satu map menang aja belum, guys. Gila, itu udah dari awal udah bagus, tiba-tiba ngecok banget dia sampai map 3 anjing ngecoknya. Di comeback map awal, split mainnya gitu, sekarang mainnya gila.
Literally everybody. Now something pulls, or excuse me, Forsaken pulls away.
He's still going to be able to find one. Jing eventually putting him down, but not before also suffering heavy damage. Something now eliminated. And it feels like this series, this final is coming to an end. Francis takes out the
Gila, udah angkat piala coy Nongshim.
This is just Jing. Now Forsaken blinded up, hunted down, and killed. 13-3, 3-0. PRX have gone extinct, fossilized, turning turning to oil beneath Nongshim's feet. From premiere to perfection.
Cium tembok.
Unbelievable. The gods of chaos have new favored sons. W Gaming falls at the hands of Nongshim Red Force. Ascension to elation. They have done it. Unbelievable. And RB gets there. He gets a title after being on the Vision Strikers, on the DRX teams, spending years in China. Now he has a trophy of his own.
The second for PRX not to be found. Not on this day. Perhaps in the future. They will walk past that trophy, but they will not be sated by it. Nongshim Red Force, undefeated throughout the year. The damn near perfect run, hardly ever dropping maps on this road. 4 rookies on the global stage, and RPS, their guide. They are your masters, Santiago champions. 938 days since that man in the middle was on a global stage, and now he lifts the trophy aloft.
It's just so impressive how deep this team actually is, how they've had to fight, how they've had to struggle to find their identity. And they leaned into what got them into Team One in the first place. Dami on the neon, fantastic plays behind them. Coaches lifting the trophies. Great display for them. The trials and tribulations, and the road to victory.
How are you feeling right now?
농심이 이렇게 되면서 VCT 역사상 최초로 프리미어에서부터 시작해서 어센션을 거쳐서 마스터즈 우승까지 하게 된 팀인데요.
Perjalanan hidup ini memang tidak mulus. Kadang kita merasakan masa-masa kejayaan kita, tapi kadang kita juga merasakan keterpurukan kita. ini bukanlah akhir dari segalanya. Mungkin keterpurukan yang kita alami adalah titik balik bagi kita untuk menjadi lebih baik. Kata-kata hari ini. Jika matahari akan terbenam, selamat jalan PRX dari Master Santiago. GG well played untuk Nongshim. Ke pasar beli ketupat. Dikit lagi mau lebaran. Jangan lupa makan opor. Minal aizin wal faizin.